for doing this. You should be choosing Ford. Ford K. Wow. I cannot believe. Whoa, what a cool racing game. It looks pretty good for the PS2. I will admit. For the PlayStation 2, it looks pretty damn impressive. Does not look bad at all, actually. Oh, that's pretty well. I'm not very good at racing games. Hello. Look, I'm playing a completely new genre that I'm not, racing game. A very famous one, Gran Turismo. Potato Face told me to play it. Ordered me to. You know? It's true. Don't worry, we're gonna do some politics later as well. I keep forgetting to press that option to do the dual streaming with both the phone screen and the regular. I keep forgetting about that, to my dismay. People are so angry over the Asmongold thing that they just keep commenting under my stream VOD. And from a pittance of a number of views, now my stream VOD has over 200 views all of a sudden. It's very weird. Also, with President Sunday, the channel has seen some subscriber growth, which is nice. I think I should do more discussions with streamers. It would do me good. It would probably drive up the numbers. It's always spotty in Ukraine. It's a war zone, I guess. So the internet's always gonna be spotty to some degree. There's always gonna be this element of spottiness about the internet, you know? Alright, feels like it's okay now. We'll see. We'll see how much we can do. I'm so bad at this. Don't worry. I will adapt. Uh, I'm so annoyed with this argument that certain people make. Transphobia? Oh no, we're not irrationally afraid of trans people. And people just flaunt their illiteracy at me. But people just proudly announce, I'm an illiterate. Look at me, I'm so illiterate and proud of it. Come on, please. You know? I think I'm supposed to use my brakes here. Maybe. It's very warm in the apartment. Even when the electricity dies, it still gets kind of warm. Because the heating is okay. So it works out fine. You know? Oh, nobody got the memo that I'm streaming? I feel like people really ignore the notifications and the notifications channels. You know? Very sad. Or people really hate racing games. That's also a possibility. I'm not sure if it's a very popular genre per se. Wow. I did not do well at all. Number 6 out of 6 is me. Should I write on the Discord that I'm live? Am I even live? Am I buffering like hell? Am I even the buffering hell? Oh boy. Hold on. It's okay. I'm trying to get people in here. Wait, why do I have 0 likes again? Alright. I'm eating pizza as well. That is my fate, to eat pizza from the store. Or what we there? I will never be first to play sports game, okay? Oh. How do you know how ass tastes like? I guess I will start with this question. Because we're gonna try to win this one. Um, how do you know how ass tastes like, Great Rain? How do you know? How do you know? Hello, Zoshilix. I'm glad you. Wait, why am I racist? What do you mean? Racist against whom? Are you excited for the new relaunch of the? Oh, have you seen my talk with President Sunday? Oh, I am racist against those, yeah. Because they beat me and I hate losing. I had the conversation last night on stream with President Sunday and I just released it as a segment. But because I messed up, it was a dark screen. So I put a picture of Fido as the conversation screen. Yeah. This is Gran Turismo for the PlayStation 2. I'm not very good at it. I think the racing games could work in VR while we're on that subject of VR, because you like VR. I feel like racing games work pretty well for VR. This game looks pretty good for the PlayStation 2, by the way. I cannot say that this game does not look good. This game looks pretty neat. I'm still last. I have to learn how to play this game properly. Yeah, it is. It is good. Yeah, I like Expedition 33 even without VR. Ass does not always smell like poo. Not if you wash it properly. Ooh. Actually, the talk with President Sunday has given me a nice boost in subscribers. I discussed the journalism as well as, you know what I call it. I discussed journalism as well as transphobia. You know I'm back in Kiev, right, Socialix? You know I'm back in Ukraine to do interviews. Yes, I'm going to. I am doing a project. I'm four. Holy crap! I'm learning this game. Hold up. I feel so good about myself right about now. My self-esteem is just experiencing a boost from the fact that I'm number four out of six. But they're on my ass, those bastards. But still, it's better than being sixth out of six. My apologies. I'm focusing on staying on top of the game. And by that I mean number four. This is the best that I've ever done in this game. And I started playing it now. Amazing stuff, amazing things. Oh, we're gonna be doing. People just react so much when they see Asmongold in the title of anything. People have been commenting on my stream VOD when I discussed Asmongold's transphobia. So many comments. They're being very contrarian, of course. My job as a streamer to be a contrarian. You know? My job. People told me that I have not seen the full context, so maybe I will check the full context of that Asmongold response to that person. What do you think? Should I? Should I check the full context and see if I'm mistaken? Should I? Should I do it? Could be a good idea. It looks like somebody that's ready to assassinate people, apparently, and I should be. FBI should be called on me. Press like on the stream. Oh, we're gonna go into the deep state. Deep state. Should I do one more race or politics? One more race or politics? One more politics. Should vote. I did so well with that screen in the segment. But yeah, I don't envy all the times you failed the parry in Expedition 33, just like Dark Souls. You've carefully pay attention to the frames of enemies just before they attack. Or I will give you a great piece of advice. Because unlike in Souls games, it's not just about the frames. Actually, there's a better indicator for parrying. You can go by sounds. You can go by the sound of the enemy's attacks. That's actually a very good way to time the parrying, by the sound. Some people even lower the volume of the music to hear the attacks better, to time the parrying. So you can go either by the visual, but you can also go by sound. Yeah, by sound? Well, then there you go. We can do that here as well. Oh, one more race, okay. That's true. VR makes a difference. I would like to play that in VR though. How's everybody doing? I'm so ready to be at least number 4. Or even 3 if I do well, really well. You know? The sky's the limit. People really don't like the Gran Turismo game. Whatever. People are haters. People don't appreciate what's good. Why is the game... What the hell is going on? It's a PlayStation 2 game on an emulator. It should not be slowing down like this. What the hell? What's happening all of a sudden? Okay. Okay, how much is cheap? Okay? Because cheap for some is expensive for some other. How much is cheap? How much is cheap exactly? Okay, the fact that the game does not have a restart option really irritates me. Yeah, that's not cheap. Okay, that's not cheap. There you go, see? Yeah, but not cheap for me. That's like a day that's money that I could spend to spend a day with a fixer or something. No fucking way. I'm second. How long will that last? How come is that one person so much ahead? They have a cracked car. I refuse to believe that they don't have a cracked car. There's some crap. Oh, I'm back to being fourth. I was second for a bit. Fifth. Okay, I'm quitting this game. It made me angry. This game made me mad. I'm grrr, okay? I hate it when games do this to me. The weird, unpredictable slowdowns, even though this game should run as smooth as butter. This game should run as smooth as a baby seal on a morning day, on a summer night. That is what it should be doing, but it's not. I did one more. I did one more. Finished that poll. That's it. That's it. Okay. That's it. I've been getting a lot of strange bot comments as well. I'm gonna I'm gonna read out some of the weirdest comments that I've gotten recently. Not phobia. Disgust. As in that's something to brag about. Okay. Some weird comments. Oof. At FBI, whoever you guys have. Am I right? They look like someone ready to assassinate Republicans, right-wing Christians, etc. Nice sleuthing though, not really. But you get a participation pat on the back. There's no such thing as transphobia. Nobody is afraid of trans people. I didn't even see fake Cal Parker's response to this one. English is a tricky first language for dipshit. They still think Russia is playing their stupid games. There's nothing to negotiate. NATO lost the war. The EU sidelines itself by sticking to an illusional stance. Thieves. Thieves. Oh my god. I'm getting the engagement though. I am farming the engagement, I guess. Thieves. And a lot of crypto bots. For some godforsaken reason, I'm getting tons of crypto bots in the comments. Is that interesting? Hold on. Oh, who's live? Vosh is live. Wait, this Trump's address will be in a few hours, right? The Trump thing, the Trump address, right? live. Trump's gonna give a speech at 9 p.m. EST. That's gonna be a thing. Did you know? Also, hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome to this beautiful, beautiful event. I screwed up the conversation with President Sunday, so it was a dark screen. So I put a photo of Fido as the conversation screen. Charlie Kirk's fan club has arrived in Lucy's comment section. You mean the crypto bros? It's all good. I think you did fine. You just chatted. Yeah? So it's gonna be, the visual to that conversation is gonna be Fido. So we'll wonder if it's gonna get any views. I feel like I did well in the combo. Let's see, wanna see what? He's a cute doggy. Oh yeah. Ooh. Whoa, look at that. Vosh has 6.4 thousand viewers, but Destiny only has 2.3 thousand viewers. Ooh. Vosh has outgrown Destiny. Oh no. Uh-oh. What is happening?
Maybe it's simple. Do you want Italian? Yes or no?
Oh no. What is happening? Oh, Mayo, the Guniations finally caught up. I guess it's better to bounce back from the short stack goblin thing than from whatever the hell Destiny's up to. We're getting all the Tales of games. Oh, look at that. Okay. This is exciting. This actually excites me. We might get Tales of the Abyss. That probably tells you nothing, but we're getting Tales of the Abyss, maybe. Wait, what? This dog was rejected for being ugly? What the hell? But this dog looks really beautiful. What? I don't get it. How is that dog ugly? I don't get it. I'm gonna watch this real quick. Muted. What? I don't get it. Where's the ugly part? I don't get it. This has to be clickbait. This has to be this has to be clickbait. This dog's not ugly at all. Maybe. I just don't see the ugliness. Okay, let's see. We're getting all the Tales of games.
Hi there, everybody. This is David, and we have some exciting news in regards to the Tales series today. This is the 30th anniversary of Tales. Today, December the 15th, it is the
anniversary. Oh, it's not the 15th anymore.
Of Tales of Fantasia that came out for the Super Famicom way back in the day that we first heard about in Nintendo Power of games that Japan is getting, but we're not getting, but we might be getting it now.
You're kidding. Tales of Fantasia is gonna come out on Steam. We're gonna be playing.
Yeah, we have a message from the producer, and I do want to tell you all about it. I definitely do that with the sub as you come and you join a party and you level on up with me. Thank you so much for your sub, your like, and your hype. It helps me out a ton. Y'all are just the best. Your support throughout this year has just meant the world to me. I really do mean that. So, we all know that the Tales Anniversary Festival is going on. We're getting tons of remasters. We've gotten Tales of Graces F, we've gotten Xillia, we're getting Xillia 2, we're getting Berseria coming on up, and then we got that artwork thing that came out a couple of months ago, and they were like, oh, this artwork is just for people who are, who have been remastered, and also people who are celebrating anniversaries this year, and then it had a picture of Luke. Even though...
Wow, we're getting Tales of the Abyss. Luke von Fabre. We've never heard of Tales of series? You're kidding me. I feel like I should boot up a Tales of game right now or something and show you.
Today is the anniversary of Tales of Fantasia, and Kless wasn't in it, but it did have Luke from Abyss. So, anyway. So... I just think that this is kind of funny. So, let's get into the meat.
Yeah, it's an RPG series.
Of today's episode, and that is the message from the producer. It was only in Japanese, but I took the liberty of going through and translating the entire thing.
No
section
way.
by section. It took me forever. But here we go. There's probably a better way to do this. I just don't know how to. So, let's look at what the producer has to say, and then we'll break it down from there. He goes, "Hello, everybody. Today, December 15th, 2025, we celebrate the Tales of Series 30th anniversary. We would like to express our deepest gratitude once again to all the fans from around the world who have continued to support the series. We've been conducting preliminary activities since December 2024 as part of the 30th anniversary year. But from today onwards, we aim to make this a year filled with even more excitement and news as we celebrate the 30th anniversary. As part of the 30th anniversary, we'd like to reintroduce the 30th anniversary key visual created by UFO Table, which was recently released. That's one that I was just talking about before, the one with the Luke in it. Huh, you think? This illustration is based on the 30th anniversary concept, now back into the story. It features characters from titles celebrating their anniversaries between 2025 and 2026, as well as characters from titles that have recently received remasters. But again, he opens it up, saying that this right here is the day that Tales of Fantasia came out. But is Kless in that photograph? No, he's not. It's just like, okay, but Luke is. Sure, okay, sure. Okay, it's an illustration that symbolizes the 30th anniversary, depicting the characters as if they were being drawn into the story. Furthermore,
look, it's Luke von Fabre.
With the desire to have as many people as possible around the world play the Tales of series, we want to provide...
Those always confused me as a kid. Involved a little too much reading, but I've grown to appreciate them.
...opportunities to play past
I've always
titles,
loved them.
And we are working to release as many remasters as quickly as possible.
Whoa.
So, he is saying, hey, you know, we know that we've done all the recent ones. Like, we get it. We see the feedback, you know, we're not dumb. But he's saying, now it is time to go back and to look at other things. To go back and look at the other titles that we haven't yet gotten to. Hopefully they just skip Zestiria because, like, my God. Like, if they go in and like, yeah, we're going to do older ones and then do...
Oh, why is there so much buffering?
Zestiria, I'm like, come on! So obviously, I've got to say, Abyss is coming out because of that artwork. And then, like, this right here is the 30th anniversary of Fantasia. It's time for Fantasia to come out. And it's also time for these other games that we never got in the West to come out at all. You know, we're looking at Rebirth. We're looking at Destiny R. We're looking at Destiny 2.
I highly doubt those games will come out in the West. I've played them in Japanese, of course, but I doubt we'll get them in the West. I highly doubt it. Okay, that's my prediction. We're not getting Tales of Fantasia. We're definitely not getting Tales of Destiny R. Don't even think about it. Don't even dream of it.
With this in mind, we will continue to promote the remaster project. We recently announced the next title, Tales of Berseria Remastered. With this, we've announced 3 remasters this year and have since completed the titles have been relatively recent works. We will continue to promote the project to deliver even more classic titles in 2026 and beyond.
I'll believe when I see it.
So it's not just ending in 2026. It looks like, so whenever they first announced this, they said, you know, it's only going to go on for 2 years. Here's our beginning date. Here's our ending date. It's going to end in 2026 at the end of the year. So that's why I was so upset. I was like, you know what? Berseria is like, it's taking up a slot. You know what I mean? It's taking up a slot that could go to something else. But now they're saying not only are we getting past titles, but it is going beyond 2026. This is going to continue on. They are really, really, really supporting the Tales series.
I mean, it's their flagship series.
This remaster project turns into more of a remake project as they get further and further, deeper and deeper into the histories of the series. I can't imagine they would just go back and they would just remaster Destiny or remaster Eternia or Fantasia. I feel like at this point, those need remakes. I can see
Destiny has already been remade. What are you talking about, guy? Destiny has been remade. Tales of Destiny R. It's called Tales of Destiny R because R stands for remake.
And remastering.
But does it have a remake of a remake? That Destiny needs a remake of a remake?
You know, things like that. Maybe even Rebirth. I feel like Legendia, though, that needs a remake. You know what I'm saying? So maybe they're going to go ahead and they're going to do these remasters in the next year, and then they might say, okay, you know, we've gotten all the ones that are good for remasters. Let's kind of segue into a remake project with these other ones as we go deeper and deeper and deeper into the history of the series.
That's just Lala fantasy land.
Continuing on with this message. At the same time, we'll also be diligently preparing for the future. New stories and new encounters with new characters are of utmost importance to the Trails series, and something that you can look forward to.
Trails, Tales. Trails series is a different series.
I just said Trails. I always get them. Yeah. Anyway.
There you go.
So he's talking about a brand new entry in the Tales series as well. So it's not like this is all remasters all the time. You know, we're finally going to be getting another entry into the series as well. Due to the evolution of home console games, we've entered an era where development time for each title is significantly longer than before. But the development of completely new titles will continue without interruption, both now and in the future as we celebrate the 30th anniversary. So he's saying that the Tales series is still going strong.
Incredible.
It is not ending. This isn't just remasters. They are making new games now and in the future. There are no signs of this train stopping anytime soon. While we cannot yet provide specific details, please look forward to the future of the Tales of series. In summary, I've spoken about what you can expect from us in the latter half of our 30th anniversary celebrations. With your continued support as our motivation, we will move forward with this project toward the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, that's it. Enough. Enough is enough. We've learned what we came here to learn. European swine backing Ukraine will lose power. Oh my God, Putin is unhinged. Okay, Putin is unhinged, an unhinged guy.
So this video is actually not about action versus turn-based or linear game design versus open world, or about how FF17 needs to have a full cast of playable party members, even though, trust me, it does. I want to talk about an issue that I think has been a problem for a while that I hope Final Fantasy XVII can finally resolve. Final Fantasy, as a series, has always presented fun progression systems, from the job systems of earlier Final Fantasy games like 3 and 5, which offered really fun and interesting ways to build your characters, to the materia of 7 or sphere grid of 10, every person has their own system that they deeply enjoy with this series. However, as time has gone along, it seems that these progression systems have evaporated. So whether Final Fantasy XVII is action-based or turn-based, traditional, modern, or whatever design configuration it has, this is the one thing that I think most of us agree they need to nail, and they haven't been doing a great job of it. It's with Final Fantasy XVI that I think progression systems hit the most absolute rockiest of rock bottoms possible for this series. When I played the demo for this game and looked at the Sitter Ring for Phoenix, I thought tons of different gameplay abilities, passive and active, were waiting for me. And yes, there were iconic abilities, although those were gated by story progression. Enemies several levels above you were still easily defeated, and even with a massive stat difference, it was all irrelevant. Of course, this extends outside of just the character progression system, but even with the equipment, each sword was just a brand new skin. It didn't functionally do anything new in combat, and where you spent your ability points ultimately never mattered. You were able to respec at any time, so you're mostly just dumping your points into a handful of abilities that you want to use and make them better, which you can rearrange at any time, voiding out any consequence for your choice. Even still, upgrading those abilities might increase damage and stagger output, but it doesn't make a drastic difference in how the game is played overall. There's an argument that Final Fantasy XVI has the least feeling of progression in the entire series, but we have to take a step back and ask, how did we get to this point? Make no mistake, Final Fantasy games have always been extremely accessible games. Compared to other RPGs that can offer much more complex mechanics, FF games have always been a great entry point into the genre as a whole. However, as we look back, it does feel like an attempt to offer a game that is very easy to play. In recent titles, they've likely overshot their target. I mean, FF games were already very easy to play, but recent games have attempted to streamline their complexities even further, this has led to things like progression systems feeling really shallow. So this video is actually...
Okay, that's enough. I mean, that's not because the thing ended, but... Oh no. I mean, I'm not even surprised, to be honest with you, with the whole prison thing and trans people. It does not surprise me in the slightest. Vosh has 7,000 viewers now. How's Destiny doing these days? Is Destiny even live? Prison Sunday's live? No way. No, it's not. Why is YouTube lying to me? By saying that President Sunday's live? Who's live? 7K. Duende Pixelado. Playing Valkyrie profile with only 2 people watching. That's sad. Okay?
El Icicle Edge yo no se lo voy a dar todavía. De eso sí yo me quejo. Uno menos. Está bien.
That's just like an unappreciated game. You're a groomer. Married in Modulo. Okay, let's see. I've been told that I've been missing some context from the Yasmin Gold thing, so let's see. Let's see if he's made it into a video. It's tried 100%. I tried again. Yeah, they want me next. What are they? The hell are they?
Eat shit and die, you fucking bigot. Oh, that's nice. How about this one here? Apple Shine Continuum. I can't wait for Asmongold to die or be murdered, or for him.
Is that a thing now? Asmongold crying about some small accounts not liking him and making a whole segment out of it? Has it been so slow in the streaming space that he has to do videos like this? Has there not been new games to play, new things to talk about? Has the desperation hit so low that a streamer that has how many subscribers? 4.23 million goes after 2.4. No, sorry, not even 2. 869 follower accounts. That's just pretty pathetic. I don't know. Just me.
Him to kill himself or for him to die of some disease that he contracted in his room, it'll be a day to celebrate, even if it should have happened many years ago. So 30 trans woman, any, she, they, he, it, they, z, any, is this, and yes.
Oh, of course, it's all about trans people, isn't it? Because their pronouns in the whatever thing, of course. So that's the context that I've been missing. Asmongold was so butthurt about being insulted by some small trans Twitter accounts. Okay, got it. It all makes sense now. That changes everything, doesn't it?
So we have a walking mental disorder. Like
yeah, of course. If you're trans, then obviously you're a walking mental disorder. But there's nothing that you don't suffer from a mental disorder at all if you use a dead animal as an alarm clock. That makes perfect sense.
I gotta kill everybody. I gotta kill everybody I don't like. I don't know what I
am. I don't know what I am. Projection much.
What is wrong with you? Really, like, see, the funny thing about this to see these people is that, like, I mean, eventually I'll die. Eventually, one day, maybe I get hit by a bus, maybe I get cancer, one day I'll be dead. And then, you know what's gonna happen? Nothing. Nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to change. The same thing is going to keep happening. The same thing as Charlie Kirk got shot, and then you had a million other people doing the same shit that Charlie Kirk did.
I don't think there's a million other people doing the same thing as Charlie Kirk did, per se. I'm not so sure, actually, if there's like a million people doing the exact same bullcrap that he did, but...
This entire idea, the entire concept of, oh, well, we're just gonna shoot this one guy and it's all gonna go away. That doesn't work. I'm sorry. So, it's, yeah.
You know what
Yeah, it's just gonna keep going. Somebody else is gonna do it. Then you're gonna get mad at another guy, and before you know it, that's all it's going to be, right? They'll probably out themselves before you. I don't know.
How did it go from Asmongold being insulted by some random small Twitter accounts to talking about Charlie Kirk and shooters? How did we get here? What the hell happened? What the hell happened that we are here? This is so silly. Really? It's all going, it's all looping back to shooters. I've been told under my stream void that I've been missing so much context and that Asmongold is not transphobic. Clearly isn't, right? He so clearly is not transphobic at all. Walking mental disorder. course. Of course, Asmongold is not a transphobe, right? Yeah.
Like this are morons, right?
Wasn't he always a joke, though? Charlie Kirk?
And that's it. There's just going to be another one. Yeah, that's it. And so some sort of certification.
What are we talking? I mean, I'm not talking about. Why is he talking about shooters all of a sudden?
And get these idiots out of oblivion. Oh no. Again, I will. My goal in life is to not one of my goals, right?
You got brilliant goals in life.
Is to make sure to be the harbinger of a person or a movement that will put all of these people in mental institutions. That's what's going to happen. We're going to forcefully imprison and put every single one of these people in mental institutions.
I'm sorry. You use dead animals as, well, you use a dead animal as your alarm clock. You'd be the first to go to the institute. You'd be the first in line, actually.
And the world is going to be a better place. Everybody's lives are going to be better, including their own. You think this person's happy? No, fuck no, they're not happy.
Are you happy? You don't look happy to me, actually.
They're on this website getting mad all day. Like,
you seem pretty mad to me.
They're not happy. This isn't good for them. Like, I'm trying to help them out. Like, actually,
who's gonna help you out?
We're gonna get every single one of them. And I understand that, you know, again, it might not end with me. It might take somebody else afterwards, but eventually, one day by, you know, progressive, it's like the, you know, in Dune, right? You have to measure success over decades, right? Like, it's not something that's going to happen overnight, but one day we'll be able to look back and we'll be able to say, you know what? Things are a lot better now than they were with all the crazy.
Yeah, the crazy guy trying to plan out the insane asylum. Yeah, I've been missing so much context. It's incredible how much context I've been missing in my commentary last night. I just cannot believe it. It's just, whoa. I've looked into this video because I thought, hey, maybe I really am missing some context. Maybe I'm being unfair, but it doesn't seem like it so far. Doesn't seem like I've been missing much context at all, actually.
See people gone, and so that's it. Will be I thought it would be overflowing and jam packed. That's fine, and so that's it. And so anyway,
anyway,
exactly. Abe Strong together.
827,744 views 19 hours ago. Biggest political streamer in the space, spreading transphobia. Oh, but he's not a transphobe. Oh, let's not forget, he's not a transphobe at all.
And so that's what's going to happen. We're going to put all these people in institutions.
Who even is this person? Appelstein Continuum. Why should I care?
These people are nuts. And so anyway, yeah.
Anyway, anyone else who you want to show us? How many followers will they have? 200, 150? Am I next?
Doesn't matter if you kill me, kill somebody else. It's just gonna it's gonna happen no matter what, right? So cry about it, bitch about it, have your little pity parties on TikTok or on Blue Sky, on Twitter, on Reddit together. Oh, he's so mean. This is so bad. But it's never gonna make a difference. It's not gonna matter. Nobody's gonna care. So yep, there it is. And slowly going back in time, we're almost there. Yes, think about it like this, right? So nowadays, you can say almost anything you want on.
Why is it buffer? Oh, well. Those are the beauties of being in a war zone, I guess. Oh yeah, by the way, if the stream dies abruptly, that just means that the electricity is gonna be down. Just a warm up, just a warning. Fair warning. Just a warning. Hello, convenient Estelle. I've been advised to look for some more context when it comes to Asmongold under my stream VOD, because people saw Asmongold in the title and they decided, oh boy, we have to come in and comment how transphobia is not real because nobody's really afraid of trans people and stuff like that. The comments are broken down into two categories. One is transphobia is not real because nobody's actually afraid. And the second category is you've taken Asmongold out of context. Asmongold is actually not transphobic at all. Okay.
Social media. Was that something that you could have imagined 5 years ago? I couldn't have. Absolutely not.
Yeah, because you're not very... Wait, what couldn't he even imagine?
Social media. Was that something... And going back in time, we're almost there. Yes, think about it like this, right? So nowadays, you can say almost anything you want on social media.
Unless it's the word cis. If it's the word cis, starting from Twitter. So I guess you cannot say anything you want.
Was that something that you could have imagined 5 years ago?
Yes.
I couldn't have. Absolutely.
I absolutely could have. You don't have much of an imagination, I guess.
Absolutely not. And so really you have to, whenever you work towards a goal, you have to look at it in terms of...
Also, it's not about saying whatever you want. It's about saying whatever is permitted. Okay? It's just horrible Nazi crap is permitted now, and saying the word cis is not. Hello, fake Alec Kyle Parker. Welcome. Welcome to this beautiful stream. We're gathering context that I've apparently missed. I've apparently missed crucial context to understand why Asmongold is actually not a transphobe. But yes, the reality of the situation is that we still cannot say whatever we want on social media. It's just that the things that we were not allowed to say before were replaced with other things that we're not allowed to say now. That's the only difference.
Of a long-term perspective, a long-term process. So really, I mean, I don't really see the problem with that. That's just how things are. So battle's ongoing. Yeah, and that's what's going to happen. So we have another one. Fuck them. Fuck.
Oh, I didn't play. Oh, 2.1k followers. Oh my gosh, what a heavyweight Twitter trans. And I assume he's just going to go after trans people here.
Ice, fuck Asmongold fans, fuck these bitch-ass, spineless, mindless, little fucking chat vermin. I hope someone wakes you up by punching you in your neck. Suck my dick. So, Plasma Sword, Twitch TV, I would look this person up, but I really don't give a shit. And so, anyway, you know what?
What do you mean you don't give a shit? You're looking at their post, even though they only have 2.1k followers. What are you doing? How can if you didn't care, then you'd not be doing this. But you are, because you do care. Even if though you claim you do not.
But let's look them up. Let's find out what this
Oh, you do not care, but whatever
person is doing.
Of course.
Let's see here. Plasma.
Oh, of course. You don't care so much.
Sword. Is this who it is? Yes, this is who it is, with 500 followers.
Wow, what a worthy target. Your nemesis, your opponent. This is some really worthy thing of wasting time on. Yes, of course. You have 4.23 million subscribers. Surely you've got better things to do.
Well, I can see why you're mad. I definitely can. And wow, I'm trying to look and see here. Obviously, begging for money, not a big surprise. And we have last month's. Oh, I don't want to see this. And oh, big surprise.
Who's Penguin Zero?
It's a really shitty VTuber. Nobody could have ever predicted this. So there we go. Rate his channel later. So, and I don't know. I mean, I think that really hoping that people would have violence attached to them, probably should be bannable on Twitch, but that's okay. Dana Claus, who are all these?
Who the? Oh, come on. This is so pathetic. This is so really 89 followers. You're gonna go after 89 follower accounts, totally random accounts. Come on. This is so pathetic. Oh, Santa Claus with 89 followers. Yes, that should be a topic of discussion on stream. For Asmongold.
People that wants Asmon killed, and how do we donate to the cause? Everybody's mad. They're all
everybody's mad. I found some random small accounts that I can bitch about. Everybody wants me dead.
Mad about me. They're all mad about me, and for what? For what? You should be mad that people are listening to me. That's the reason why you should be mad. Someone.
Oh wow, 115 followers. Oh wow. Oh my gosh.
Fucking kill Asmongold. You know what's crazy about this is the fact that Blue Sky lets these people on there. That's what's crazy to me about it, is that even on Twitter, these people get banned regularly, but for some reason on Twitter...
Oh yeah, I've missed so much context. I've missed so much context with my Asmongold critique last night. It's just incredible how much context I've missed.
This just goes wild. It does. Law enforcement time? I know, isn't it outrageous? And so wasn't Blue Sky to be a safe space? Yeah, for nutcases. Apparently, right? And so why is listening to a bad thing? I don't get it, because they disagree with me. It's that simple. Do you think this person's a viewer? I mean,
no. Listening to you is bad because you're misinformed, because you spread idiotic opinions based on nothing but common sense, because you don't have any knowledge on any subjects that you discuss, apart from maybe games, which probably you should stick to. But I'm talking about politics in this case. You don't really have any knowledge on anything that you discuss politics-wise. That's why probably people should not really be listening to what you have to say about politics. About games. Games are subjective, so I don't really care.
Maybe, right? I mean, who knows? This little piece of shit needs to get...
It's simple. Dipshits get the most views because they're the loudest, says fake Alec Parker. Possibly.
Heart cancer from all the Doritos and bad food he takes in every day in his fucking messy room with cockroaches like him.
I mean, not inaccurate. That is the reputation that you've built for yourself, actually. I'm sorry, you reap what you saw in this case with the mess and the cockroaches and all that stuff. That is the reputation that you've meticulously built for yourself. So you cannot complain about people pointing those things out. You simply cannot.
And not only can you do it again, you can do it here freely. Asmongold can go kill himself. Okay, that's good. And yeah, and or any self-respecting human cares, right? Of course, how has nobody murdered Asmongold? So we have all of these people. This is what's crazy to me, is that how is it that you have all of these people doing this on Blue Sky and there's never any moderation? These are people that are openly stating and advocating.
What happened to wanting free speech? Also, I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. I'm personally not a big fan of this sort of thing. I actually will say I have no clue why people feel the need of writing X or Y should be dead, X or Y should kill themselves. I don't know. Maybe it's some weird catharsis for people. I have no clue why people would feel the need to write something like that on their social media accounts. But again, they're nobodies. 100 followers, 200 followers, 800 followers max, I think, was on here. Yeah, I don't think so either. But what is doing a segment on them by Asmongold gonna accomplish?
For killing
I will say that it's weird for people to write stuff like that.
People, right?
I guess that is one point of agreement that I can have with Mr. Asmongold. That is pretty weird too. But it doesn't matter what part of the political spectrum you're on. It's kind of weird to write such things on your account.
It's in plain English, right? It's not even an implication. And for some reason, it just happens. Well, here's the thing, guys, is that you can cry and bitch and get upset, but at the end of the day, it's still going to happen. It is. It's still going to happen. And one of these days, there will be a person out there that will be willing to go as far as I think they need them to go. And whenever that happens, I will be there. I will be. I will be there, and all of these nutballs are going in the box. All of them are going in the box. Everything is going to be better. The world that we live in
I mean, you're a bit of a nutcase yourself, so pot meat kettle.
Going to be an absolute paradise.
You said that protesters should be randomly jailed. You said that the Palestinian people should be genocided and that you wouldn't care. Pot meat kettle much?
And that's it. Where's the FBI? Well, the problem is that, I mean, here's really the issue. It's that people that talk about and do this stuff, they really just kind of do it all the time. And there's never any moderation. I mean, I think this really should be a moderated thing on the website, right? At this point, Lauren Aswell has been eaten alive by cockroaches? No, absolutely not. I want everyone to understand me. I fucking hate Asmongold. I never liked him. I never like him. He's a fucking moron.
Okay. I don't like many people. They're just... I mean, this is not a call for violence. I mean, it's trash talk. Snazzy the Dragon is trash talking him, but there's no, as far as I can see, there's no call to violence in here. So what's going to be the critique here? How dare they insult me?
And he ruins everything he touches. His audience is disgusting. His content is trash. He is a garbage human being. His existence is a net negative on society. Fuck him.
Okay, he insulted you. Grow a backbone. I thought you were thick-skinned. There's no call to violence here.
Oh, wow. Would you look at that? It's Snazzy. He's a bedwetter. Diaper sexual. Ah, jeez, guys. Oh, man. I got him mad, huh? What are you going to do? Shit your pants? Well, you probably would, and it would turn you on. How about
Okay.
that? Jesus. Like, I'm conducting the infinity gauntlet of mental
It is so pathetic. I got so angry that somebody insulted you. That you had to do the whole shebang. Oh, look at this. They do this or that. They got this or that fetish. Hoo-hoo. And they dared to insult me. Okay.
Here on Blue Sky of people that are mad about me. This is crazy. And it's just so fucking gross. What are these people? That Asmongold guy should...
Oh, yeah. Asmongold is going to call people out for being gross. That's rich. Asmongold, I smear my gum blood on the wall. He's gonna call out people for being gross. Okay, that's brilliant. He really is the person to call people out for being gross, isn't he?
Kill himself as well. Your favorite nerdy transsexual degenerate. Tip me on Cash App. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. What are these people doing? And here's another one. I like bad video games are more people. Somebody should probably...
Oh wow, 241 followers.
Kill Asmongold. Okay, of course, right? Naturally. And man, we gotta kill people like Asmongold. Gaming.
People should stop with this crap. People should stop with the... why?
18 he him. If you say you're 18 on social media, you're 15 in real life, okay? You need to go back to school. And so yeah, everyone, Blue Sky draws me a sent for mental disorder. Yes, okay. Isn't it crazy? Yes, Asmon's the worst haters. I do. The reason why, here's the reason why. I hope
Isn't there a saying that you can tell a person by their enemies?
Gold is crucified on a cockroach and mold-covered cross and left out to rot. Well, that's good. That way I'd be in my own environment. And what's this here? Oh.
Wait, hold on.
That way I'd be in my own environment. And what's this here? Oh, God. Oh, God. Jesus, just at a glance.
Oh no, communism mentioned. I gotta make a whole thing out of this.
You know, this person's fucking, out in the orbit, right? Comrade agitating educator, please read Marx, Engels, and Lenin. The hating goober from YouTube. A better world is possible. A better way as possible since I follow. I've been conducting a personal crusade against Asmongold and Nux Taku to where their brainwashed fans want me dead. I'm sorry, buddy. Rip Excalibur. Bro. I remember the name. That's that one guy, the gooning and hating guy, that was posting all of those fucking, like, he was basically going back and forth between posting Fuda porn and then posting hate threads about me. And, basically he's double dipping on Reddit, right? And so anyway, the martyr, yes, exactly. Who let these people out of the box? I don't know. I really don't. He, him, is major, DEI higher. I bet you are. People like Asmongold should die. And the whitest black person you know. Right.
What's the point of saying stuff like that? Of
course. And look how many of them there are. Asmongold.
Oh, yeah. At least 10. Oh, so many.
Kill himself. And then this is again, oh, wow. So we have right here a Twitch streamer, Cami Gino here, who's talking about how I should kill myself. Isn't that interesting? Wow, that's crazy. I sure hope nobody reports their account to Twitch. That would be terrible. And so Blue Sky is just a digital mental asylum. Yeah, we don't need a mental asylum. We already have one. It's Blue Sky. And so it's so stupid. Twitch should know about this? No. Do you want to know why Twitch doesn't know about this? It's because this person's an irrelevant retard. So nobody was there to see them say this, to be able to...
It is actually true that very small accounts get a lot more leeway than middle-sized accounts. This is weird about Twitch. Very small accounts get very big leeway. The middle-sized accounts get scrutinized. And then the very big Twitch accounts go back to having a lot of leeway. I've noticed that a lot. I think in the past I've covered things that got middle-sized streamers suspended on Twitch. But the big ones covered the same thing and they were not suspended. Twitch is weird.
Report it at all, right? It's like if a tree falls in the forest and nobody hears, did it make a sound? Well, if a random loser furry on Blue Sky calls to kill Asmongold...
Well, then why are you talking about him? You're just defeating your You're just undermining the point of this whole video with what you're saying right now. Okay, why not just let the tree fall and not hear it then? Why make a video about these small accounts? You just said they were irrelevant nobodies, so why even make this?
Gold, and he doesn't get banned for it. Is it because the website agrees, or that nobody heard it? Well, I think it's the second one. So yeah, there you go. The Eye of Sauron is now upon them. Absolutely. And again, I found out someone watched Destiny or Asmongold that probably beat them to death with hammers. Shit post, he, him. Okay, right, of course. What a
oh, wow, 149 followers. Incredible stuff. 149 followers.
Another pronoun enjoyer. Asmongold not being beaten to death the second he leaves his roach house is the reason I know America is a backward shithole. I like bunnies and gays. How much do you like bunnies? Because according to the other people, this is a little bit worrisome, right? I don't know if I want to know the answer to that. So yeah, okay. There we go. And there's one more of these. Okay, here we go. And Nas, creature thing. And then, oh, this is the same. Oh, they changed their account. I got banned from Twitter for telling Asmongold to kill himself, by the way. I would do it again. Really? Well, you
okay.
Still have a Twitch stream, so we can do even better than that. So, yeah, there we go. And the thing is, what I find to be funny about this is that all of these people having their little fucking support groups upset about me and everything else. Oh, somebody needs to stop him. Needs to stop him. If I retired tomorrow,
support groups,
nothing would change.
Okay.
Nothing would change. And in fact, I bet if anything bad ever happened to me, there would be more radicalization than there is now. All it would do is push people to be more and more mad. And I will say this, is that eventually here's what's going to happen, is that we're going to have to address the mental health problem in the country.
It's good to see that Asmongold at least is admitting that he is radicalizing people.
We're going to have to address this, and it's a big problem. It's a huge problem, and you can see that.
Wait, he's right about which part? I'm willing to entertain this. He's right about which part? Also, he's the last person to be saying these things, because I'm gonna be honest, this is very much a case of pot meet kettle. Okay, I'm not gonna be listening about mental illnesses or disorders from a person that used a dead animal as a alarm clock, that would smear the blood from his gums on the wall and live among cockroaches. Okay, I'm sorry, but takes one to know one comes to mind. Oh, the part where something happened to him, it would make things 2 times worse, at least in the internet sphere. Probably, yeah. Yeah, yeah, you're right. It would. People would go crazy. Just like with the whole Charlie Kirk, it feels like things have only gotten worse. I don't really know why these small accounts feel this compulsive need to write about who they want dead, but what am I gonna do? You know? What am I gonna do? I don't understand this compulsive need to do it, but I also don't understand Asmongold's. I mean, I sort of do. It's an easy grift, but I don't understand Asmongold's compulsive need to discuss people with 100 followers on his 4 million subscriber YouTube.
Just on Blue Sky here, we're gonna have to deal with these people.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's 100 followers on Blue Sky. The super niche thing.
And I know it might not feel good, it might not sound good, etc., but it's going to have to happen. And I think that mental asylums are the best way to do it. I really do. I'm a generous, nice, reasonable guy. And
you're not. No, you're not. No, yeah, it's like it's pretty pathetic. I'm sorry, to me it reads as pretty pathetic to line up an assembly of micro, I don't know, accounts from Blue Sky and make a whole big thing about it. It's just pathetic. It's beyond pathetic. Is it just me? Is there something that I'm not getting? Who cares? Who cares, honestly?
And you don't say anything and piss them off anymore. You just have to exist. I know. And step 1, remove section 230 for
Do people actually use that app? It seems pretty irrelevant. It is pretty irrelevant. Of course, it's pretty irrelevant. I mean, I guess people use it, but I've heard pretty bad things about it. So why would you care about what some very small accounts on there say? Even if they say crazy things, who cares?
From Blue Sky, sue them into oblivion, shut the garbage down. I mean, removing section 230 for the website, I think it's very simple. Websites like this do need to do a better job at curating the like death threats and stuff like that. Like calling on people to like kill somebody else. That is that's a pretty big one, right? That's a really big one. And I think that really if you're doing that, you need to get banned.
You said that a whole group of people should be genocided. You're not in a position to talk about call to violence.
And so I don't know why these websites don't do that, but unfortunately, you
just received just a spank on the wrist for your call to violence.
What it is. New Gucci Marks video. I'll see them. Actually, on word view. I don't think about it. I mean, again, death comes for all of us. I mean, I don't really.
If you don't think about it, then why are you making this video?
About things like this, right? I mean, I don't, and maybe I should more. Maybe I should worry about it more. I'm not a particularly religious person. You didn't exist before you were born. You will exist temporarily, and then you will cease to exist, and that's the end of it, right? That's everything. And so I don't worry about these like existential problems. I don't think about this stuff. It's not real, right? And so that's it.
What's
world keeps turning, exactly. So you shouldn't have to put up with this, man. It's ridiculous. Well, this is my life, right? This is my life. And
again, so you're so poor baby.
Like I know that by doing
you're being assaulted, you're being besieged by 100 follower accounts on Blue Sky.
Doing what I do, it attracts people that are like this. It does. But does it really bother me? Well, I mean, obviously it's a little.
Yeah, obviously it does. You made this whole thing. Obviously it does.
Weird. I mean, sure, of course it's weird. But in general, no, not really. No, not a whole lot. And
no, not really. I only decided to make a whole video about it, crying about it to my audience. But I don't really care. Sure thing, bro.
From last year, Blue Sky is complicit. Someone needs to hold them accountable. Oh, if it was up to me, I would do a lot more to social media than what the government does now. I mean, listen, the way that I would do things is a lot different with a lot of things, right? And wouldn't it be better to ban but automatically charge with a crime? Oh, absolutely. I mean, I would put all of these people in jail or institutionalize them. I would.
Of course.
And not every single one of the people on this list, but like, I mean, 9 out of 10 of them. Maybe 8 out of 10, I would say, yeah.
Trump in 24 minutes, true.
Out. So, yeah, that's really it. And so China's social credit score, why do you have pliers in your hand? Because it's something for me to do. It's something for me to do. I do like this a lot. And so that's the reason. Most counselors and mental health companies don't take insurance. It's a problem. Well, I don't really care about if it's like they don't need counsel. Like, I mean, if you're crazy and you're causing everybody else problems, then you just need to get removed from society. I mean, I don't really care about your personal problems. I don't care about your feelings. Oh, you had a bad childhood. It doesn't matter. Get the fuck out of here. Like, the truth is that the world can't give a shit about every single little problem somebody has. If you go around and you're upsetting somebody and you're causing problems, then that's what matters the most, right? And there's no excuses. I don't care about their I don't care about their life story. I don't care about their feelings. None of this stuff should ever matter, right?
Why should people care about you then?
Right? And so, yeah, posts just show how hopeless they are. Oh, it's embarrassing, right? It really is. And would you censor any insult? I mean, censor an insult? I mean, no, I wouldn't censor an insult. I think the things that need to be censored are threats and calls to violence, right? And doxing. I think doxing also should be censored. But other than that, I think pretty much people should be able to say whatever they want. They want to be racist, sexist, or like homophobic. Go ahead, right? I mean, again, it's like, I think it's stupid, but like, it's somebody's First Amendment right to be stupid. But yeah, anyway, this is what...
You're transphobic. I guess it's also your First Amendment right to be stupid.
On with Blue Sky a lot, and eventually these people will, we'll deal with them. But unfortunately, we still have a limp dick government. We have a limp dick government that is focused on tweeting about, like Hollywood actors that get killed rather than actually dealing with real problems. That's it, and it's unfortunate.
Real problems, you have to deal with real problems like Asmongold getting death threats from 100 followers people on Blue Sky. Those are real problems. The government should get right on it, pronto.
And it really is. Statistically speaking, they're the ones to commit suicide first. I mean, probably in some cases, you're right. And there's not enough asylums. Yep, there we go. ADS, Asmon Derangement Syndrome. These people have jobs. I hope they don't go after, after this goes public, fucking scum of the earth. Well, I don't know if I have a feeling, guys, the diaper furries that are...
Okay, whatever. Let's see. Oh my God. This is so pathetic. Let's see if he did anything on politics, actually. When did he start naming his videos like that? I have no clue. I don't know. It's pretty sad. I guess he's backing up of politics, which is kind of good. He's going back to the culture wars crap. His forte. This is weird. Yeah. He's moving away from politics, thank God. Thank God. Wait, Shenmue? What? Why is Shenmue?
I've only played this game I've only played it for 325 hours.
Today I am playing Where Winds Meet.
Stop!
This is a heavily hyped game. Gamers are saying this is the greatest game since Ark Raiders.
Oh!
You slew your own father and stole the chain!
Alright, well, we know the storyline now. And it was insanely funny when you failed them.
You think you got me, huh?
Oh, got kicked in the dick. Oh!
You looking for some of this?
We're gonna play this game on stream. I promise you we're gonna be playing Shenmue on stream. Couldn't he just stick to games? He would still make money. Yeah, but he has to make a legacy, okay? He has to make a name for himself. It's important. It's very important that this man makes a name for himself, you know? He has, you know, he can't just be a gamer, a WoW gamer. He has to, he has important things to say about politics and current events. It's important, okay? It's you don't get it. You just don't get the greatness of Asmongold, I guess. You don't get it. Don't worry, I'm here to educate you on these things. Proving MAGA is stupid, one voter at a time. Joe Van de Base. We're gonna watch this and then we're going to the topics because I just cannot care to care. You want me to show you? I think some of you said that you don't know what Tales of games are. Do you want to see an example of a Tales of game? You want me to boot one up and show you? Or no? Write it in the chat or something. She definitely should have. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do a whole rant about Victor Orban tonight. I hate that guy so much. What a scumbag. The ultimate scumbag. The ultimate lapdog for Russia. For the guy. Well, like Tales of Arise, for example? Yeah, exactly. But in this case, I will be showing you Tales of Symphonia. But yes, like Tales of Arise. Which is a pretty good game. I have to finish it. Still have to finish it. No air sirens tonight. What a calm night. No bombing. There was a bombing last night. There were explosions in Kyiv last night. But tonight is so calm, so serene. Also, newsflash. You should get it. You should give it a try. If you're not super sure about the series, then I would wait for a discount though. Because it's not guaranteed. It's not a guarantee that you like it, but I would give it a try. Also, newsflash. You know how people say that... Have you ever heard the argument that Ukraine was created by Lenin? Have you ever heard that one? Ukraine was created by Lenin? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's watch this. Well, now there's a new argument on the block. Poland was also created by Lenin. That's right. Poland was, if it were not for Lenin, there would be no Poland. Did you know that? Did you? I bet you didn't know that. Poland was created by Lenin. That's right.
Lived in a black neighborhood for quite a while. I saw how they treated white people. It's not very good. And
it's not very good. Anti-white racism. Oh, poor white people. Oh, no, no. Oh, how could you treat me like that?
all the hate is on white males.
White males. Oh, exactly. White males. The poor white males. Are Polish people white males? According to Nick Fuentes, Polish people are not really white males because Polish people are not really white.
Get beat up if you said something racial to a black person.
Like what? Give me an example. Okay, that sounds really suspicious, okay? Oh, all you have to do is say something racial to a black person, you'll get beat up. Okay, what's the saying? It really depends. Okay, I wanna know what you say.
You saw that happen.
Yes.
They said something.
Okay, what did you say?
Like, man, the hood ain't the hood anymore, as in, like, they were unhappy with my response.
What? Wait, are you of an opinion that there are no black people being racist towards white people? I mean, of course, of course there exist black people that are racist towards white people. You will always find examples of individuals being racist towards the other individuals. But there's no systemic problem of black people racism against white people. At least not in the United States. Okay? You're gonna have to present me with some nice, juicy evidence of some systemic problem of that nature, okay? Yeah, of course you're gonna get interpersonal racism of all sorts.
Almost exclusively white communities exist all around the United States off of paper merely because...
But they're not talking about, oh, some people are being racist towards me. They're saying, oh, I'm white, so I'm just being discriminated against by the black people when I say racial things. What the hell is this? The whole sword thing.
White community.
The hell is this?
Like, they were unhappy with my response.
Almost exclusively white communities exist all around the United States off of paper merely because of socioeconomics. And
what the hell is this? What am I watching?
That if you are wealthy enough, everyone who becomes wealthy enough will buy into a more or less white-only gated community. But I would not be able to afford that outside of, you know, working my entire life to build up a...
I always question my so-called deep European ancestry, you know?
bunch of businesses, but I would like to have kids.
I want my kids to be taught that their ancestors did great things, not that they were the villains of history.
Well, I'm sorry to say, but that's going to be tough in the United States.
Correct, and Arkansas is nice. As far as I know, the laws are you just need to let them know that you're going to be...
Also, you shouldn't want, okay? You shouldn't want history to be tailored to what you wish would be the history, okay? Your kids should just be taught history as it happened. Okay, your children should just be taught history, not... I don't want this bit to be taught to my children. I want this fantastical, mythical bullshit to be taught to my children. Get over yourself.
Homeschooling, and then after that, there's no...
Conrad says, not the topic, but there are too many unfunny white people. Be like, jokes on social media.
No, like testing that you need to do, or they don't really...
Oh, did I speed it up?
After that, there's no like testing that you need to do.
Testing? What? What? I'm sorry, what?
Is nice. As far as I know, the laws are you just need to...
Training such Lucy, we mortals can't understand.
Let them know that you're going to be homeschooling, and then after that, there's no like testing that you need to do, or they don't really check up on you.
The first community...
Yeah, I'm with you. Homeschooling for the most part sucks. Yeah. And that it's just a way to indoctrinate your children and make your children stupider. There are circumstances when homeschooling is advised. Like, for example, if someone has such health problems that they cannot just attend a class with a bunch of different kids. But I feel like in those cases, the state should designate a curriculum to such an individual and send teachers to the home of the student. That should be the homeschooling that should be taking part, not a parent teaching their kid whatever they want. Are Italians considered white now in the US? I don't even know. I guess.
That really went after us was the r/Jewish subreddit. I had CPS come out here because they had complained to CPS trying to get my kids taken away. The health department.
I wonder if this person even considers Jewish people to be white, by the way.
Department has come out here. They just blanket made complaints to everyone. I mean, I do have Mein Kampf, but...
Oh my God, you're real serious?
I think that's just historically relevant.
Who wrote that one?
Historically relevant to the United States?
Mein Kampf?
Yeah.
Hitler.
Oh, shit.
He's sort of the central villain of the 20th century. So if you don't understand what he thought, then you're, again, missing a big piece of history. Did he make mistakes? I believe so.
What do you think the biggest mistake was?
What the fuck? That's not how you discuss Hitler as a historical figure. Did he make mistakes? I guess so. I guess he made some mistakes. Oh my God. Huh? Oh God. Hitler made some mistakes. This is gonna be the thumbnail for this segment. It's gonna be totally the thumbnail for this segment. Hitler made mistakes. Yeah, I got Mein Kampf. But you know, it's just significant. Did Hitler make mistakes? Some.
Was.
Invading the Sudetenland?
No.
So.
What do you think the biggest mistake was?
Not the Holocaust, I guess.
Invading the Sudetenland?
None of the other stuff.
The other stuff? Well, it depends on what you mean.
Just like...
Fuck me, this is a parody thing, right? This is not real. I don't believe this is real. This is staged. Right? This is like The Onion.
Like the Holocaust and everything.
Holocaust? I don't know about all that. Everybody...
Yeah, you need to have Mein Kampf in your on your bookshelf because it's historically relevant, and Hitler, he's the central villain of the 20th century, and if you don't understand, then you're missing a big picture. Oh, so what was like the worst thing he did? Invading the Sudetenland? Like, he didn't even say triggering World War II. Which would be, I don't know, that feels like up there, right? Not invading the Sudetenland. Triggering World War II, that feels like a pretty big thing. The Holocaust, I don't know about all that. I refuse to believe this is real. It's one of those things that I refuse to, I don't believe this is real. This cannot be real.
Thanks, Genghis Khan.
And we're just 1 minute in out of 35 fucking minutes. Just 1 minute of thank you. Thank you, Vladimir, for this. This is a gift that keeps giving. This is wonderful. You have given me the best video to react to tonight. Holy.
It's cool, and he killed more people than Hitler.
What?
I don't know about all that.
Everybody thinks Genghis Khan is cool, and he killed more people than Hitler.
Did he? Okay, I have to look this up, actually. Also, everybody does not think that he was cool. Under his governance, 40 million people died. You cannot really pinpoint the amount of victims. But I don't know. I've never heard everybody say that he was cool.
The question is, like, how fast that will take for Hitler to be as cool as Genghis Khan.
What?
I don't like how fast that will take for Hitler to be as cool as Genghis Khan. I don't know. Total brown Gorper victory.
Holy fuck.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
I like making tacos. That's fun.
Inside the all-white community of Arkansas, what is your favorite food? Tacos. The lack of self-awareness. That's my favorite thing about these people. Okay? That's my favorite thing.
Despite the fact that we do have, taco nights sometimes, we also have traditional European food night.
Like what?
I really love breaded chicken, like fried chicken. I like pizza. I like typical stuff.
Look,
typical stuff.
I was a big Dr. Dre guy for like my teenage years when I was like working out and everything.
How stupid are these people? I swear to God, how stupid are these people?
Like that. But then I was like, I don't think it is as soothing to my soul. And that
soothing to your soul?
Goes back to just like anthropological data that we have about the difference between like rhythm and harmony.
What about you?
I don't listen to rap music. I listen to gospel music.
Of course you listen to gospel music. Why am I even surprised by this revelation? No pun intended.
Okay, who's your favorite gospel artist?
Probably Skillet.
You say Skrilla?
Skillet.
Skillet. What do they sing about?
It's like a rock Christian band.
Okay, cool.
Hardcore, we love Jesus.
Hardcore.
Can Greeks live here?
They're European.
How about Central Asian?
Oh my God, this is so stupid.
Caucasians.
They're not European.
But the Caucasus Mountains, Caucasian ancestral birthplace, is technically in Central Asia.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Some Italian Americans, like in Staten Island, think they're not white.
Oh,
They say, I'm not white, I'm Italian.
Yeah, and that has a lot to do with the historical uses of the term white. For legal reasons, I believe Italians and Irish were actually always considered white.
Thank you. You show us around, you think?
Sure, of course.
You're watching Channel 5 News, broadcasting live.
This has got to be the saddest thing I've seen in a while, and I'll be going out there and doing some pretty sad interviews soon. So this is a different kind of sad. This is a different kind of sad.
Live from the Mojave mainframe. And today, we have a special report. Ladies and gentlemen, the USA is in the state of emergency, and that emergency is related to rapid community decline. In 2019, more than 60%...
Oh yeah, we need more communities like this one. We need, in America, what America needs is more communities like this one. Oh yeah. Oh God. For sure.
Of Americans thought that in-person community involvement was
This
very...
is what America needs to heal its wounds, to heal its, America is polarized, and the polarization can only be healed by all white communities like this one. You think so? Wait until you see the rest of the Channel 5 reporting. Oh, I look forward to it. We're just 3 minutes in, and I'm already stoked. I'm already so stoked about this. This is going to be an amazing segment. I don't even know. I'm pretty sure the title and thumbnail will have something to do with Mein Kampf and Hitler.
Important. Today, that number is beneath 27%, marking the sharpest dip in modern U.S. history. Consequentially, loneliness is at an all-time high. 17% of Americans reportedly have no friends at all and spend the majority...
Is Channel 5 actually going to make an unironic plea that the sort of communities that we've just witnessed should be the norm, and that is actually what America needs? Is this actually going to be the unironic argument here presented to us via Channel 5? Because I'm just joking around right now, but it feels like this might actually be the direction that they're going with.
...of their time, either at work or on social media. In my opinion, that's bad.
I don't think we're actually collectively benefiting from being the richest country on earth so much.
No shit.
These days,
you could drive for a half hour in any direction and still be in just more suburbs.
If there's one thing that I want people to take away from our entire Channel 5 catalog, it's that community is the most important thing on earth. Aside from helping us to meet our core emotional needs, I believe that community really is like existential therapy that helps us to deal with the dread that accompanies the human condition. From the moment that we actualize death as young children, we spend the rest of our lives coping with the fact that an eternal silence likely awaits us at the end of this strange, beautiful, and painful journey. But community, unlike life itself, offers permanence. Through a strong and continuous community, you can achieve something close to collective immortality, at least in your own mind, which helps to assuage the fear of death in a way that makes life less painful. It's deeper than getting a beer with the homies, which also is happening way less.
We told you recently about a steep decline in partying among young people, 70%.
This is like The Onion, I feel.
Down.
Simultaneously, people are spending more time online than ever before. And by online, I mean on social media platforms.
No.
TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube. This is only
I'm being called out.
Compounding the mental health effects of isolation. 40% of Americans between 18 to 22 admit to being an active social media addiction. 50% of Americans say that social media has had a negative effect on their personal relationships. 60% say it's impacted their self-esteem for the worse due to comparison. 80% admit to being deceived by social media content on a regular basis. And the average screen time for an 18-year-old American in 2020.
This is uneasy. Is this the face of a typical 18-year-old American? In your face, Lucy. Got him. Got him. What a way to depict that typical 18-year-old American. I'm not sure what they're trying to tell me with this visual. I'm not sure. I'm worried. I am very disturbed.
25 is 8 hours and 39 minutes per day. Now, let's pivot and talk about the content that dominates social media platforms. As we mentioned in our previous video about Baltimore, bad news.
Oh, Baltimore. Oh my God. Finally some relevant city in the US. Also, we're getting closer to the Donald Trump speech. Tell me when it begins.
More money and travels faster than good news.
It's supposed to be happening in 9 p.m. EST. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. So we're in 55 minutes. There you go.
And social media platforms are rival companies who measure success.
What's wrong with Baltimore?
Through engagement, which means keeping your eyes glued to the screen for as long as possible. Statistically, this is best done by deploying content that markets crisis, fear, or disaster. So the users who dominate these platforms and eventually become parasocial leaders are experts in doing just that. Scaring people, scaring the hell out of them. Usually by shaping a distorted version of the outside world that keeps their followers both inside and engaged into a feedback loop that carefully mimics community.
We've all been exposed to the same sources of information online as well. We're like part of the same online subculture.
I primarily use X. My algorithm is mostly right-wing.
Holy shit, of course. Of course, why am I even surprised? X. And my brilliant white community.
Political content. Nick Fuentes gets fed to me a lot.
I didn't start out
I have Mein Kampf.
nearly as identitarian as I am now. Even my own comment section, in many ways, persuaded me that this stuff is more important than I was giving credit to.
But it's
These people are very, very, very stupid.
important to remember that regardless of politics, all people fundamentally want the same thing in life and are just grown babies looking for somebody to play with.
We do games, traditional, like the Highland games. Those are
So gay.
traditional Scottish games.
Even before I lived here, I would come and visit and bring my poker set, and we would just do like very low stakes, like $5, $10 buy-in. It's just a fun night with the blokes, grand old time.
With the blokes.
And then sword fighting is one of the things I really like to do.
It's with that lens that I want you to watch today's documentary, which revolves around a whites-only Christian settlement in rural Arkansas called Return.
This is a documentary.
Return to the land.
Yeah, my name is Eric Orwell.
Oh my God.
President of the Return to the Land Private Membership Association. We call it The Settlement. This is our first intentional community for people of European heritage, planning many others around the country.
European heritage, which is just such a meaningless statement considering how wildly different each European country is from one another. European heritage, what does that even mean?
True.
Yeah, we have 3 acres, the RV and the solar system and everything.
So this is a solar system.
Homesteading project.
We've got our own solar system. The education system has failed these people miserably. We've got our own solar system.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Have you been able to harvest your own food?
Yeah, we've gotten a lot of tomatoes, peppers, melons.
What are the main tenets of the community?
Well, we believe in traditional European values.
What the fuck are traditional European values? I'm asking sincerely, as a European, what are traditional European values? Living in an RV and harvesting tomatoes? Is that it?
Traditional nuclear families, monogamy.
Nuclear family is not a traditional European value. Whatever the hell even that means.
For the the weird whatever trans things are going on now.
My God, of course. Even in this backwater, whatever the fuck, the white community, trans issues always have to come up. Like that's the biggest threat to the universe, of course, as always. All roads lead to Rome. All topics lead to trans issues, and eventually, inevitably.
Yeah, they're not for that.
Those are the transes. If it weren't for those transes, we would not have to do this crazy, stupid thing that we're doing.
Basically, what you would find in traditional European religious texts, like the New Testament, like the Havamal in Norse paganism.
How many people do you think live in this community right now?
We have, I think, if you include children, something around like 35 or so.
And we've got hundreds of new people accepted just in the last, few months.
A lot of people are concerned about rapid demographic change,
rapid demographic change in the US. What's the rapid demographic?
migration, and just a lot of people are concerned about rapid.
Yeah, go live in your stupid, shitty communes, okay?
Demographic change.
Minorities.
Massive.
Wait, Trump has already started his speech? Hold on, link it. We have to follow the speech. Link it. Okay, I'm gonna get it myself. This is great though. Trump speech. Address to the nation. Let's go. AP News, Associated Press.
Nation's founding in 1776, we are sending every soldier $1,776. Think of that. And the checks are already on the way. Nobody understood that one until about 30 minutes ago. We made a lot more money than anybody thought because of tariffs, and the bill helped us along.
I am live on Twitch, by the
Nobody
way.
deserves it more than our military, and I say congratulations to everybody. And by the way, we now have record enlistment in our military, and last year we had among the worst recruitment numbers in our military's history. What a difference a year makes. In addition, I'm doing what no politician of either party has ever done.
Yeah, I'm doing things that never has ever done before in the history of the world, because I'm the bestest president in the history of the world, And nobody's like me, of course.
Standing up to the special interest to dramatically reduce the price of prescription drugs.
You're part of the special interest. If he's gonna say that he lowered the prices of drugs by 800% again, I'm gonna lose it.
I negotiated directly with the drug companies,
Foreign
nations, which were taking advantage of our country for many decades to slash prices on drugs and pharmaceuticals by as much as 400, 500, and even 600%.
He doesn't understand percentages. What the fuck? What does that even mean? Does that mean that when people go to get drugs, they come out of the pharmacy with cash in hand? What the fuck does that mean? 600% discount. Dude.
In other words, your drug costs will be plummeting downward.
It'll not just be plummeting downward. You'll be paying people to get the drugs. I should be alive on Twitch, but for some reason, I don't know. For some reason, I'm not. I don't know. It's weird. But OBS says that I'm still live on Twitch.
The threat of tariffs to get foreign countries who would never have done it to pay the cost of this giant dollar reduction. They stop ripping us off, and it began.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If you get to 600% reduction to price, it's not just a reduction. You're paying people to get your medication.
As of 4 days ago, there has never been anything like this in the history of our country. Drugs have only gone up, but now they'll be going down by numbers never conceived possible. It's called most favored nation, and no president has ever had the courage or ability to get this done until now. The first of these unprecedented price reductions will be available starting in January through...
I'm sorry, a president of a country should not be a con man, okay? A con man should not be a president of a country, and this is exactly why. This is exactly why a country should not just be run by a snakes oil salesman that will tell you any bullshit that you want to hear, or even bullshit that you don't want to hear. Anything that sounds nice. Any numbers that he can come up with.
New website, trumprx.gov. And these big price cuts will greatly reduce the cost of health care. I'm also taking on the gigantic health insurance companies that have gotten rich on billions of dollars of money that should go directly to the people. The money should go to the people. That's you. So they can buy their own health insurance, which will give far better benefits at much lower cost. It will.
How about very good national health care?
Be far better health insurance. The current Unaffordable Care Act was created to make insurance companies rich. It was bad health care at much too high a cost. And you see that now in the steep increase in premiums being demanded by the Democrats, and they are demanding...
That's communism, yeah, of course.
...those increases, and it's their fault. It is not the Republicans' fault. It's the Democrats' fault.
Everything's the Democrats' fault. Even Trump being friend with Epstein is Democrats' fault. Biden's in particular.
It's the Unaffordable Care Act, and everybody knew it. Again, I want the money to go directly to the people so you can buy your own health care. You'll get much better health care at a much lower price.
Yeah, let's just tweak the shitty thing that we have in the United States a bit.
Only losers will be insurance companies that have gotten rich, and the Democrat Party, which is totally controlled by those same insurance companies. They will not be happy, but that's okay with me, because you, the people, are finally going to be getting great health care at a lower cost.
Sure. Everyone will be happy, just like with the tariffs.
Another major focus is the cost of energy. For years, the radical left Democrats exploited the green energy scam as...
Yeah, the green energy scam, you know. caring about our planet, caring about future generations, you know, the young people that will pop into this world to inherit this planet after we're gone. Yeah, who gives a fuck about them? Let's just exploit the planet, ruin the environment. We'll be dead. Who cares about what happens after us, right? Especially Trump. He's like on the way out. He's pretty old, so he doesn't have to give a fuck about the global warming scam. He can just do whatever he wants to ruin the planet. Who cares?
An excuse to funnel many billions of dollars into their own massive slush funds as their energy restrictions drastically drove up prices, and they drove them up at record levels.
Yeah, we should just not give a fuck about anything regarding the environment. That's gonna end well for the planet and for all of us. That's definitely not gonna turn some parts of the planet, which it already is, by the way, into uninhabitable wastelands. It will definitely not create huge migration crises. Definitely not. It's all gonna be fine. I promise.
Surge.
Besides, Elon Musk just announced that poverty is not going to be a thing soon. We're all going to have a very big, juicy income every single month. Okay, we're going to be it's not going to be a minimum income. It's going to be a full-blown income because AI and robotics are just going to take care of us. I promise.
To 100%.
We're going to live in a utopia, a Elon Musk utopia. Unless you're trans, then you're going to the camp.
Under Biden, and the typical family lost $5,000 to $10,000 in higher energy costs. Think of that, $5,000 to $10,000 you lost. On day one, I declared a national energy emergency. Gasoline is now under $2.50.
Oh, it's been debunked so many times. I don't even want to debunk it for the 50th. Utopias are communists. Well, Elon Musk is proving to be the biggest communist of us all.
Gallon in much of the country. In some states, it, by the way, just hit $1.99 a gallon. And within the next 12 months, we will have opened 1,600 new electrical generating plants, a record, and it's a record that won't be beaten by practically, I would say, by anybody, or certainly not very
by anybody, especially not Joe Biden.
Soon. Prices on electricity.
Tacos says gas at the station next to me is $3.39 for the lowest grade. Bro smoking. Yeah, I know. The whole gasoline thing has been debunked so many times that it would just be a waste of time for me to go over it again.
And everything else will fall dramatically. The Democrat inflation disaster.
Like, again, this is just a speech for idiots. This is a speech for morons who don't fact check anything. He will just say anything he wants. He'll give any number he wants, and people will just eat it up. He can just say whatever, and he knows that he'll get away with it. He says whatever he wants about foreign affairs. He says whatever he wants about domestic affairs. He just makes up numbers, and everybody believes it. From his followers, I mean.
Worst in the history of our country.
And he just sprinkles it with phrases like the worst in history, the best in history. I do things like nobody else does in the history of the world. I have cured cancer 5 times over, and I have lowered the price of drugs by 1,000 billion%. You're welcome. Yeah, I guess so.
So, Rob,
you know what would be a better solution than lowering the price of gasoline, unironically? Creating a robust public transport system. Because, you know, you use a lot less gas, okay? A bus that can transport a bunch of people uses a lot less resources than each person need in their own car. I never expected that I'd have to explain this, but it's actually factual information. You know, if you have a well-connected country, if you have all the even little suburbs or little countrysides well connected with public transport, then that actually fixes a lot of those problems. But you know,
millions of Americans
what do I
of
know?
home ownership and indeed the American dream. The yearly cost of a typical new mortgage increased by $15,000 under Democrat rule. In 11 months, we've already gotten that annual cost down by $3,000.
Ukraine is pretty well, okay, I'm not going to say the entirety of Ukraine. Kyiv is pretty well connected when it comes to public transport, I will say. Kyiv has a robust subway system. The bus network is pretty nice. The trolleybus things are pretty nice as well. You can get to the countryside with a bus, no problem. I would praise the public transport in Kyiv, at least. I'm not sure how it is in the entirety of Ukraine, but at least here it's pretty nice. You can get basically anywhere you want to go via the subway.
Down a lot lower. Wait till you see, the numbers are going to be shocking. And I'll soon announce our next chairman of the Federal Reserve.
What? No, the speech is still happening. It's just started. Hello, Titan Uranus.
Who believes in lower interest rates by a lot, and mortgage payments will be coming down even further. Early the new year, and you will see this, in the new year, I will announce some of the most aggressive housing reform plans in American history.
Yeah, of course. Everything he does is the best in human history, of course. Also, he announced that he has super big evidence that the election has been rigged in 2020. So look forward to that. Apparently, he has stuck tons of evidence.
Factor in driving up housing costs was the colossal border invasion. We have never been invaded.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that's bullshit. I'm sorry, that's complete bullshit. This notion that immigration destroys the housing market. You know what happened? You know what you do when more people enter the market? Because people coming into the country means that more people work, more people enter the workforce, more people enter the economy. And you know what you do? When that happens, you build more houses. When more people need housing, you build more housing. That's the response. This whole notion that more people coming into the country cause a housing crisis is bullshit. Yeah, Titan Uranus is right. I'm actually going to read this comment. Titan Uranus official says the housing crisis isn't about interest rates or immigrants. It's about corporate-owned housing sitting empty. Yeah. Poland has a big problem with corporate housing as well.
This is the worst thing that, frankly, in my opinion, the worst.
But you know what? Trump can blame everything on immigration. I told you, he can say anything. He can just spin any bullshit and people will believe it. It's all about the border invasion, those evil invaders that want to come to the country, work, and start a new life. By a lot and even further, it sounds almost like through the infinity and beyond. True, it does, doesn't it?
Biden administration did to our country is the invasion at the border. The last administration and their allies.
Yeah, you can just throw away buzzwords like invasion. It's like you could just say any bullshit you want. Like, and ironically, Trump thinks that he can just say whatever he wants. Words mean nothing if you can just say anything and make up all the numbers without any data, without anything to back it up.
Brought in millions and millions of migrants and gave them taxpayer funding.
Yeah, all from. I'm surprised he didn't just say that all of them are from jails and mental asylums and all of them want to be trans. Transgender for everyone. I'm surprised he didn't say that just now.
Housing, while your rent and housing costs skyrocket, and gave them taxpayer-funded housing, while you.
Yeah, that's bullshit. It's, of course, he's not gonna back it up by any data. Yeah, again, he can just spin any populist bullshit that he wants.
Rent and housing costs skyrocketed. Over 60% of growth in the rental market came from foreign migrants. At the same time, illegal aliens stole American jobs and flooded emergency rooms, getting free health care and education paid for.
Oh, he's doing the job about the government freeze that has been happening over the emergency treatment of immigrants, of course. Of course.
By you, the American taxpayer. They also increased the cost of law enforcement by numbers so high that they are not even to be mentioned.
Yeah, we're not going to mention that. We're not going to present you with any data. Who cares about data? Data is for suckers, which is why we're not even going to mention it. Don't worry about it. If I say so, then that means that it's happening, okay? Just trust me. I'm your president. Kuitekos says, 2 different terms there, big boy, immigrants and illegals. Strange, yet conflated. It's all the same. It's whatever.
For the first time in 50 years, we are now seeing reverse migration as migrants go back home, leaving more housing and more jobs for Americans.
Yeah, because we all know that there's a finite pool of houses and you cannot possibly build any more. What the fuck? What is this? Oh, the immigrants are leaving and they're emptying houses for Americans to build more housing, you dumbass. What the fuck?
In the year before my election, all net creation of jobs was going to foreign migrants. Since I took office, 100% of all net job creation has gone to American-born citizens, 100%. In the end, government either serves the...
Yeah, but what he does not have anything. Of course, this is going to be a weak speech. All he has is bullshit, lies, and made-up numbers. He doesn't have anything. He has nothing to show for his amazing governance so far. Nothing. What are his accomplishments apart making things worse domestically as well as bungling things on the international stage? Ending 8 conflicts, which did not end at all. And then ending Ukraine war in 24 hours. Oh, wait, I'm in Ukraine and we're still being bombed almost every single day.
Patriotic, hardworking American citizen, or it serves those who break the laws, cheat the system, and seek power and profit at the expense of our nation. Look at Minnesota, where Somalians have taken over the economics of the state.
Okay, I'm not even going to go into debunking this bullshit about Somalians, okay? There's been a whole weird campaign about IQ and other things. I don't care. I know that he is lying, okay? Now, I'm going to be the Trump now. Please trust me when I say that this is a whole bunch of horse shit.
And have stolen billions and billions of dollars from Minnesota and
trillions
States of America. And we're going to put an end to it for so long as before my election.
And they are all transgender. Have I mentioned that? That all Somalians are actually transgender? Transgender for everyone?
Vast majority of good and decent Americans.
I'd be a decent Trump.
Were forced to watch as corrupt politicians plundered the halls of power, exploited our taxpayers.
Plundered the halls of power. Oh my God.
And pillaged every system that makes civilized society function. But not anymore, and you see that every day, not anymore. We're putting America first, and we are making America great again. Very simple.
This is just how much unhinged shit can you squeeze within a minute contest.
We are making America great again. Tonight, after 11 months, our border is secure. Inflation is stopped. Wages are up. Prices are down.
They're not. Okay, the prices are not down. People are not happy. Okay? You can try to bullshit your way in a speech through the prices going down and everything being okay. But you know what? If the actual prices are not down, then people are not going to believe in it. Okay?
Our nation is strong. America.
I'm sorry, you cannot just bullshit your way through reality. And the reality is that apparently the prices are not down. Who would have guessed?
Is respected, and our country.
America is not respected and has flushed its soft power down the toilet. America is less respected than ever, actually. So what are we even talking about? Titan Uranus official says car prices went up in Trump's first term and continued to do so during Biden's because of chip scarcity and supply chain problems due to the pandemic. Eggs went up because of the bird flu. Yeah, I know about that.
Is back stronger than ever before. We're poised for an economic boom, the likes of which the world has never seen.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Soon we will host the World Cup and the Olympics, both of which I got, but most important.
They are. But what do we expect? What do you expect from Trump?
Importantly, we will celebrate.
But yeah, listen, he received his Peace Prize from FIFA. And he said that, hey, maybe we should not call football soccer. Maybe it really is football, and Americans should just find a new name for the sport. Wow.
The 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. There could be no more fitting tribute to this epic.
That's stupid. I'm sorry. That's stupid.
Milestone than to complete the comeback.
The Peace Prize from FIFA.
Of America.
Pathetic.
Began just 1 year ago. When the world looks at us next year, let them see a nation that is loyal to its citizens, faithful to its workers, confident to its identity.
What the fuck does it even mean? A nation that is loyal to its citizens. Does Trump even know what the word nation means? What? That is the most illiterate sentence I've heard in my entire life. A nation that is loyal to its citizens. The nation is the citizens, you idiot. Holy moly. Titan Uranus says, lol, FIFA has had to lower the premium tickets at the venues in the USA for over $1K to $60 because nobody wants to come here and Americans don't care about soccer. God. A nation that is loyal to its citizens. You've got an illiterate president.
To its destiny and the envy of the entire globe. We are respected again like we have never been respected.
No, the US is actually much less respected now, which is why Russia is doing whatever the fuck it wants in Ukraine. Putin does not respect Trump at all. Not in the slightest. China does not respect Trump at all. Not in the slightest. Even North Korea does not respect Trump in the slightest. Nobody cares. America's not respected on the international stage. Far from it.
Before, to each and every one of you, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. God bless you all.
Is that it? No fucking way. Is that the whole speech? No. No way. No. Oh, no. You're the... No. No. What? That was it? That was it? That was so pathetic. No way. Oh, bro. That's what I've been looking forward to since yesterday. I've hyped myself up so much for this speech. And now? What am I supposed to do with all of my hype? I just left deflated and disappointed. Oh, God. That's all you could handle before the dementia took over like a symbiotic. It's like a symbiote. Oh, my God. I guess we're going back to the white community video. Holy moly, that was... Oh. Okay, we're back to this then. We're back to our Channel 5 treat that is gonna be very crappy to edit, but you know what? We're gonna handle it. We're gonna do it. We gonna do it. Okay, let's do this. Let's go. Let's go back to our treat. Oh my goodness. I'm still flabbergasted by this speech. It's like a punch in the face.
Immigration and just what's happening to our countries.
Why not just like go to Idaho?
Well, because I'm not just thinking about what would be convenient or easy now for us.
Yeah, I'm not thinking about what's convenient, easy, sensible, logical, normal. I'm just thinking of isolating myself in the middle of nowhere with a bunch of other weirdos and collect Mein Kampf on my shelf and say that Hitler made some mistakes. And that Hitler is cool, like Genghis Khan, and everybody will see it one day. And it's gonna be a Groiper victory.
I'm also thinking, what will the country look like for my kids and grandkids? Coeur d'Alene, I looked up the census information, and it's dropped nearly 10% of the white population in the last 20 years.
Oh no, holy shit. That's horrible. Oh no. So many people of colors. Oh, I gotta isolate in my commune.
Mostly immigration.
I grew up in Montana.
Did you notice a significant demographic shift in Montana?
Not yet.
It's okay. Their job is going to be cultivating potatoes and tomatoes in their little commune. That's going to be their job. Okay.
It's happening. It won't.
Great replacement it is. Don't get me started with the whole great replacement bullshit. Like, I really, really, really cannot stress enough how much I don't care or how little I care about what color my neighbors are, what color the majority of the country is. I just cannot stress enough how little I care about the skin color of the people around me. It's just, this is so stupid. Oh no, 15 white guys live outside of my dorm instead of 20. Oh, I gotta get out of here.
Won't be long.
And where'd y'all move from?
I'm from Wisconsin.
And whose idea was it?
It was his idea.
I did notice that race mixed kids I didn't think looked as attractive as kids who were pure race, but that's
bullshit. That's stupid. Interestingly enough, in Poland, the belief is that actually mixed race children are more beautiful. Just a little trivia, or at least that I've been told that by my friends when I was a teen. Other like dark skinned people because their kids are ugly. This is so stupid. Making stuff up. Listen, I told you I can be Trump as well.
anecdotal.
So going back to the very beginning, you said you grew up in Southern California?
Yeah.
What part of the area?
California.
The south of LA County, La Mirada.
Okay, cool. So you pretty much grew up like in a pretty diverse area.
Oh yeah, my elementary school was primarily Mexican. I remember we had some kind of cultural day and they asked like, you know, where your ancestors came from, and they were writing it on the board, and it was like Mexico, 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 England, Mexico, Mexico, Mexico. Yeah. I mean, I have no other.
Oh no, holy moly, that's horrible. That's oh no.
Their identity I can go back to. I'm a quarter or more Norwegian.
He's looking attractive.
And then I'm German and I'm English. So I can't say that I'm English. I can't say I'm German. I can't say I'm Norwegian alone. I'm not even like majority any of those things. So the only identity that I have, ethnocultural identity, is as a white American. And I think that's most white Americans actually.
It seems like the...
Oh wow, what a novel concept that most Americans' identity is being American. Okay. Am I supposed to be impressed?
Idea of white people or whiteness that we know today that's referenced by the media or by the Associated Press is a relatively new construction. Like talking to my grandparents who grew up in Philadelphia, you had different sections of town that belonged to different very tight-knit European communities. You had the Irish neighborhoods, German neighborhoods, Italian, Polish, Greek, and then with the mass influx of African Americans from the South during the Great Migrations, those lines kind of dissolved and they became a more loose unit of pan-European whites who fled the cities, and that's part of the reason that Philadelphia became so overwhelmingly black. And so now I don't know my ancestral Irish culture because it dissolved as a result of the political situation of the time.
What? What the fuck? What the fuck is this bullshit? Oh yeah, I used to have very firm Irish culture and all the European cultures, they were tight-knit, and then all those black people flooded and it all got dissolved. I call bullshit on that. Black people dissolved my culture. I don't even know myself anymore. What? What kind of stupid nonsense is that? God. It's just, at least this is entertaining, okay? The Trump speech was boring, but this crap is entertaining to me, at least. Kuiteko says no one cares more about identity politics more than the straight white man. Fuck me, dog. I don't ever wake up and think to myself, how do I relate to my identity through my ancestors I never met? Jeez. I'm a Polish Jewish person, and I don't think, my Polish ancestry. This is so stupid. We used to have such strong Irish culture, but those black people from the South, they've dissolved my culture and I don't even know who I am anymore.
A lot of traditions have been lost throughout the process of white assimilation.
Yeah, and that's true.
Bullshit.
True. That's definitely part of it. I don't think Mexican heritage has those same issues. Latinos, though, it's interesting. They come from a bunch of different indigenous backgrounds, plus the Spanish influence. Yeah. And they have no problem like seeing their commonality, and they kind of embrace it. Like La Raza, it means the race.
Pura la raza latina.
And they're very pro this kind of unified Latino thing.
My Aztec ancestors getting lit and sacrificing folks to the sun. Like, I don't know what to say about that. That's interacts with me today. Oh, you know what?
Hey guys, what's up? I'm at the Waffle House.
I am just Lucy, okay? I'm Lucy, that's what I know, okay? I have Lucy ancestry in me.
Not too far away from the RT.
He looks like a very weirdly... It looks like a very weird version of Jesse from Breaking Bad. Am I the only one that sees it? You see it, right? Look at this. You see it. Tell me that you see it. Please. No? Screw you then.
Settlement. Very different vibe, but I'm happy to be here. Anyways, we were just talking about Mexico and Spanish stuff, so I figured now's a good time to tell you that Channel 5 actually has a second Spanish language channel with all original content from across
There you go. Estelle sees it.
Latinoamerica. So if you guys want to check out a couple videos, such as Lucha Extrema, or Nahuatl Language Survival, or Inside Tepito, Mexico City's largest counterfeit market, or Mexican Independence Day, or so many more things, you can check all these videos out on Canal 5. Just type in Canal 5 Latinoamerica. You should see like a circle. It looks kind of like Channel 5, but instead of being blue and red for America, it's green and red.
For a second there, I thought I'd have to retreat to my special community of like-minded people.
So if you want to give us a sub, a like, or whatever, maybe comment. Gracias, Andres. Este video es muy chistoso. I really appreciate it. Once again, that's Canal 5. I'm trying to expand our coverage across the world, country by country, society by society. So maybe there'll be Channel 5 Africa or Channel 5 Russia in the future. But for now, we've got Canal 5 Latino
Channel 5 Russia, holy moly.
America. So if you want to check it out, like I said, the link is in the description box and the pinned comment of this video. All right, guys, back to Eric and our TTL.
After grappling with the lack of ancestral connection during his formative years in LA County.
What the fuck? During my formative years, the last thing on my mind was my ancestry, okay? Holy moly. Oh no, my ancestry.
Eric decided to attend a performing arts school in upstate New York. During his schooling, he became infatuated with the works of classical European composers, who gave him a sense of tradition that he finally felt connected to.
Oh my God.
I went to school at Eastman for French horn performance, so I'm a big fan of, Bruckner and Brahms and Strauss and Mozart and Beethoven, all that stuff.
After college, Eric's admiration for the Mozarts of the world morphed.
Wait, what is the good thumbnail?
Into a total obsession with Greek philosophy and ancient European history.
Those old European cultures.
Today, Europe's...
I really feel this is so funny when people like that speak of Europe. Like Europe is this blob.
Stuff is still his primary fixation and passion.
I personally have a lot of respect for the Dutch, the Mycenaean Greeks.
I love that they played the President Sunday thing. I associate this music with President Sunday now.
Were this big force at the end of the Bronze Age. The religious traditions of pagan Europe had valuable things to teach us.
I feel like I'm just watching a President Sunday stream all of a sudden.
All European people are descended from 3 ancestral groups: the Western hunter-gatherers, the steppe herders, and then from the Neolithic farmers who came from Anatolia.
Oh look, there was Kiev Rush and Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth.
Around 9000 BC, initially into Greece, and then
I don't know why it changed to Poland.
And spreading everywhere else. As a Neoplatonist, I kind of agree with Iamblichus. I like Atlantis research. That's another hobby.
It is a Sunday thing and it's Elder Scrolls music.
You think Atlantis was a real place?
100%. And they were also in Western Europe at various times.
But do you have French pride?
I'm not French.
These interests ultimately led Eric into a career in philosophical content creation, beginning with his first...
I need to track this person's channel down. Philosophical creation? Oh God, I need to find this person's channel. Oh my goodness.
First videos over 13 years ago.
The term philosophy was first coined by...
Oh! Finally, I can learn philosophy from someone. Oh, finally. I've been waiting for this. I've been wanting to start learning philosophy. Finally, I have found my ultimate teacher. I have a feeling this guy does not know when the World War II started.
Pythagoras, what we might call pleasure.
Pythagoras.
And pain, I think more neutrally and generally could be termed positive and negative subjective value. We can talk about that level of egotism as being a kind in its own right.
Gradually, from 2016 on, these videos became
Right on. Right on, brother.
more politicized, focusing a bit less on Plato and metaphysics and more on a shadowy global elite who uses mind control on the unawoken.
No way. No fucking way. There's no fucking way. Oh my fucking god. Oh god.
In masses.
We can sacrifice, racial purity.
Right on.
At a national level.
Is it the Jews? Is it the Jews? Time to dust off your Mein Kampf. It's time to take Mein Kampf off the shelf.
We get cultural and racial integrity at the local level.
It's this kind of content that caught the eye of most current RTTL settlers.
I believe I came across Eric's X account. He has kind of a philosophy channel on YouTube and X. So I found him through philosophical content.
We did think of the same thing. Philosophical content.
Teach courses on Plato and Aristotle online.
Through that, heard about Return to the Land.
Screw Brooks. Watch this guy. Okay. You need to watch Brooks for philosophy content. Watch this dude. He should have shouted out his channel. I swear to God. Not very good at PR. Not very good at doing advertisement for your crap.
Became interested.
RTTL was initially
press like on the stream.
Marketed as a positive community-based regression to a pre-industrial society.
The way a state should be run is in the interest of the people, not a set of corporations, not just the ruling class, not just one man.
And if you take the race stuff out of all of this, I mean, living this way does provide a pretty gratifying existence to people who've grown up in either Gen Z or millennial American society, where
if you take all of the racism, bigotry, ignorance, illiteracy, stupidity out of it, then it's pretty based and cool, right? Oh, fuck me.
Almost everyone is chronically online and frantically scavenging to pay rent in a limited job market.
What are some things that you've built here that you're very proud of?
I don't know, I probably built 30% of that starter home, maybe 40% of the little cabin over there. Oh yeah, the other cabin over there, I might have built 40% of that, but
Do you feel like labor gives you the most personal gratification as far as
it's like a little racist kibbutz, if you think about it.
As far as my role here, yes. It's also a good thing to keep each other responsible. It's very easy, as a teenager, oh yeah, I'm gonna get off of school and I'm gonna go home and play video games and, do whatever else you do as a teenage boy in your bedroom for 4 hours and then before you know it, the day's gone,
Yeah.
Whereas here, if me and Jonathan, we're being unproductive or whatever, we can kind of kick each other in the ass and be hey, what's going on?
What's your
Yeah, because they're being so productive over there in their little white commune, reading Mein Kampf and sharing Groiper stories.
favorite thing to do around here?
I like to cook. I've cooked for the guys that work here. I don't really have hobbies or anything.
She cooked.
So productive. Fuck me.
Cooks a killer steak.
I like being appreciated.
I mean, cooking is a hobby, to be fair. Cooking can be a pretty big passion, so that's not really true that she has no hobbies, but whatever.
For my cooking.
Almost everyone here at the land.
Are you gonna be free? You can really get into the weeds with cooking, with all the recipes, with all the techniques, etc. So that statement is not correct about no hobbies.
Worked on this.
You proud of it?
Well, it was our first build, so most guys don't have any experience, and we're just learning from YouTube.
So YouTube taught you to build a house?
Yeah, essentially.
We bought it like raw, undeveloped
Someone's gonna die.
land. So
They're gonna get someone killed.
that's been exciting.
What's the thing
And then this whole shithole's gonna get shut down.
that you're most proud of in this homestead project so far?
Probably the garden. I feel like David put a lot of work into just getting this ready for us to be here.
So I believe that polities should be small in scale to the point where you could conceivably know everyone in the community. I think there should be a diverse set of communities for people to choose from, like the Greek city-states. You know, if you
The Greek city-states, fuck me. Ugh.
you didn't like how Corinth was governed, well, you could move to Athens.
Building from the intellectual framework that Eric has created, race seems to
Jesus, dude, just say like living in a small town, true.
almost arise as an unnecessary flashpoint for a group of people in a virtually all-white area who are primarily concerned with their homesteading project. Yet still, it's brought up constantly.
I hate to be that guy, but like I've had a lot of black friends.
Okay, top 5 black people.
Okay.
Tommy Sotomayor, Louis Farrakhan, let me think, the Hodge twins, and Jesse Lee Peterson.
Black Lives Matter is a far-left, liberal, radical, agitative organization founded by a bunch of black lesbians and homosexuals and
Mr. Peterson,
radical
I
social
suggest
justice
you give...
warriors.
Okay, like one of my best friends ever used to be Puerto Rican. He was a lot of fun, but it's sort of like, you know, you have these big ethnic blocks that are like boulders, right? And you can build a bridge across and like meet in the middle and be friends with someone from another ethnic group, of course, right? But it's very unstable. It doesn't last.
What happened?
What?
With your Puerto Rican?
From another ethnic that are like boulders, right? And
what is this bullshit? What?
But it's sort of like, you know, you have these big ethnic blocks that are like boulders, right? And you can build a bridge across and like meet in the middle and be friends with someone from another ethnic group, of course, right? But it's very unstable. It doesn't last.
What happened with
Hold on. I'm gonna do the maths right now, okay? Calculator. It doesn't last, right? Minus. Let's do the math. I think that's where I met him. 27 years. I've been friends with my friends who are Vietnamese for 27 years. I guess it just doesn't last.
Puerto Rican friend.
Oh, nothing. He just moved away. He moved back to Puerto Rico.
We sad?
Oh, I was a little bit sad, yeah.
Damn, that sucks, man.
Hey guys, what's up? Communities like the one here in the Ozarks are real-life manifestations
Jesse Lee has always been a lol cow.
of online echo chambers. When people start relying on Facebook groups, message boards, and fringe YouTube channels for information, the digital feedback loop eventually spills into the real world. Beliefs get reinforced, outsiders get villainized, and an entire town can start to mirror the same closed-circuit worldview you normally only see online. So naturally, before we put boots on the ground and go inside, we get informed, using what you might ask? Ground news. Ground news.
Holy fuck, of course, ground news. Yeah, it is.
This is a dope-ass news aggregate.
Okay, enough. No.
No headlines.
No.
Aren't actually.
No.
Out if it's a real story. 5, trust ground news to help us cut. And right now, screen or go to the link in the out on this dope-ass news.
Dope-ass.
My name, and we live on the land here at RTTL.
Have you guys had any kids yet?
No, we're not married.
yet.
Oh, you guys are dating?
Yes.
Courting.
What's courting?
Courting is just like dating with more steps. Essentially, we have to.
What? What the fuck? Courting versus dating. Courting versus dating. I am looking for marriage. Let's figure it out as we go. Families are involved. Families may get involved later. Agreement on serious commitment. Where is this relationship going? Lust, love, love, lust, love. Exceptions may exist. Fights on bigger questions of life. What? What the fuck are fights on bigger questions of life? What the fuck? What does that even mean? Fights on bigger questions of life. Fights on relatively smaller questions. What? Oh my god. My throat. Can I?
To be like verified by
basic rules of courtship. Be formally introduced. No intimate touching. No gift giving? That's stupid. Come on. It's my birthday. No gift giving. Discreet conversation. No correspondence? What does that last thing mean?
our supervisors and guardians, people we look up to and respect, and they both monitor our relationship and help to advise whether or not we are good for each other. If
What? That's insane. This is horrible. Oh my god. That sounds so horrible. God. That is such a miserable life. They monitor our...
if they decide we are good for each other, then they walk us along and help us to pursue the relationship that would, you know, end in the best outcome, which would be getting married and having as many children as possible.
For Jonathan, who grew up in a Mennonite colony until he was 6, exiting standard society and courting his future wife in isolation is the only viable option for long-term success in today's dating culture.
What is right with the dating culture? Every woman on the internet is more or less advertising herself as sexually accessible. And so if that's what you want to do as a bloke and throw your soul away.
A bloke. What can you do as a bloke except for throw your soul away?
For a quick goon. Yeah, that's great.
For a quick goon? Sorry.
Culture for that. The problem with that is, and we see this demographically and statistically, the birth rate is going down exactly because of the over-accessibility of sex. The marketplace value of sex and monogamy as a whole is basically at an abysmally low level. Probably the lowest it's ever been in human history that I've ever studied.
Suddenly he's sounding like Trump. Suddenly I feel like I'm listening to a Trump speech. I know.
That does not benefit.
Call me, DM me. Do something, okay? Do something with my availability. Titan Uranus, marketplace value of sex, because sex and relationships are always transactional. I hate that whole idea. I loathe the idea of marketplace value of sex, okay? I reject that whole bullshit wholesale. Like whenever somebody brings up the marketplace value of sex or whatever, I just dismiss it completely.
Benefit the future generation of our offspring.
I will never treat that seriously.
Not actually benefit a happy life. People above the age of 40 who are married long-term have significantly happier lives, both male and female.
I notice you have a ton of kids.
Yeah.
How many?
Yeah.
You got?
Number 5 on the way.
Okay, cool. What's the plan for education for the kid?
I'm home.
Education? Are you from the police?
homeschooling. It's going pretty well. I know everything that they need to learn. It's
Oh my god, those kids are gonna come out of this hellhole so fucked up. I know everything.
going to be nice being in the community when they get a little older and I'm going to need help filling in certain subjects I'm not
Certain subjects, huh?
comfortable with. That's another reason I'm
Okay, which subjects are you not comfortable with? Which subjects are you comfortable with? I want to know.
glad to have the community because I don't necessarily want to sift through every piece of
I
history.
want more details on this, okay? I want her to elaborate on the homeschooling thing.
To know what's acceptable to teach the kids or not. I trust.
Wait, sorry, what?
Comfortable with. That's another reason I'm glad to have the community because I don't necessarily want to sift through every piece
That is so mean.
of history to know what's acceptable to teach the kids or not. I trust the guys here.
I'm not overwhelmed.
I trust the guys here. Don't worry, they have Mein Kampf. They're gonna teach the kids the most relevant history. Okay, they got it covered.
By the evidence for the exact official narrative, like it was precisely 6 million.
You know, there's Black Wall.
Did I just hear the Holocaust denial right after I brought up Mein Kampf? What is this fucking timing?
Through every piece of history to know what's acceptable to teach the kids or not. I trust the guys here.
I'm not overwhelmed by the evidence for the exact official narrative, like it was precisely 6 million.
You know,
and nobody says that it's precisely 6 million, actually. What I believe is being said that it might actually be more, but... Wow.
Oh, there's Black Wall Street. Back in the era of segregation, there are examples of prosperous black communities.
Black Wall Street, I'm pretty sure got burned down in a race riot.
Yeah, I mean, if you look into the details there, that's another one of these narratives.
Slavery was bad, but also everyone else practiced slavery too. Precisely 6 million.
You know, there's...
Holy fucking shit. All the stupid talking points. I'm gonna be in rapid fire. I'm gonna listen to them now. Oh, holy moly. I'm gonna listen to all the bullshit that I see on Twitter every single day, but in rapid fire.
There's Black Wall Street. Back in the era of segregation, there are examples of prosperous black communities.
Black Wall Street, I'm pretty sure got burned down in a race riot.
Oh, there were people who were black and managed to succeed during segregation. That must mean that segregation was not a big deal. What? What the hell?
Yeah, I mean, if you look into the details there, that's another one of these narratives.
Slavery was bad, but also everyone else practiced slavery too.
Oh, I fucking hate this logic. Oh, other people did bad thing. That must mean that bad thing is not actually a bad thing. What? Hey, you arrested me for murder, but have you considered how many other murderers there are? They all murder. Why would my murder be bad if murder is practiced? So, you know, people murder all over the world. Why is murder bad? The fuck? What kind of an argument is that? So murder is bad, but it's also done all over the world. Oh, God.
North America was very sparsely populated when we got here.
No, it wasn't. No, fuck off with this bullshit. What do you mean sparsely populated? Okay.
Important to note that interwoven into these tropes about community building and heritage celebration is a much more intense core.
I think you're biased. Of course I am biased. I'm Lucy. That goes with the... What is this? What is this that I'm seeing here? What is this? Japanese symbol, you know, that I'm, you know, this symbol from Asian cultures.
And one that embraces controversial and out.
Controversial. Also, I think the United States has removed the swastika from being a hate symbol now.
Outdated race science.
What an odd Hindu marking. I know, right?
Black college-educated people still tend to be more violent and criminal than white high school dropouts.
Yes, okay, that's you went to the moon with that one. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Uh-huh. I trust you, bro. Sure. University-educated black people still tend to be violent thugs as opposed to white drop. I believe you. Well, yeah, you went all the way. God, I cannot treat this bullshit seriously. It feels like a parody channel. It feels like The Onion or something to me. Come on. Come on. Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Indian symbol, Lucy. Of course.
The average IQ in some parts of sub-Saharan Africa is under 75.
No, it's also an Asian symbol. Hold on. Manji. Ancient sacred symbol in Buddhism. It's on all Japanese maps, and it marks Buddhist temples. So there you go. It's fair to also say that is Japanese culture. There you go. I win, and you lose this debate. I've defeated you in the marketplace of ideas.
Which is considered mentally disabled. East Asians have measurably a higher average IQ than Europeans, and they're less criminal, and they're more prosperous.
So you're saying Asians are smarter than us?
Yes, on average. Yeah.
Like every Japanese
Yeah.
person I've met, or like Korean, seems really smart.
Interestingly enough, I remember many years ago, the person that introduced me to this idea is my best friend who's Vietnamese, who said that there's this weird bullshit racial ladder on which the Asian people are considered the smartest but more robotic. European people can pat themselves on the back and say, see, we don't consider ourselves the best. The Asians are more intelligent, but we're more emotional and deep. And those other people, they're just stupid. There you go.
Smart, but I've met some Chinese people where it's like, really? I feel like they're fudging the numbers on that one, to be honest.
As far as most experts are concerned, all of these IQ numbers are fudged. Here's a bit more about that from somebody who knows his shit, because I feel like it's worth it.
These tests were made for the purpose of figuring out who's going to do well in school. It doesn't...
No way. Really? All that IQ BS is stupid? Whoa. Whoa!
Predict terribly well to many kinds of real-world successes. There's so much it doesn't tell you. That it doesn't tell you about emotional intelligence, creative intelligence, common sense with...
Common sense.
Them. There's so much more to a person than just their IQ. I would say the major problem has been what's sometimes called scientific racism, but it's not really scientific. It's using the guise of science to advance racist views because you sometimes get racial differences in different kinds of test scores, including IQ, that don't take into account where those differences may come from. It was convenient for some people to say, well, look, we can divide people by nationality or socially defined race or ethnic group or religion into different IQ groups, and they probably believed themselves that it told you something, but it didn't tell you what they thought it told you. People with high IQs are often better at convincing themselves of whatever they want. So in other words, they use their IQ for self-justification. They're better at justifying whatever they want to believe. So if they have an ideology, they may have a very weird ideology, but they'll find ways to defend it even if it's not factually accurate. I don't know the details of the people you're saying.
Okay, I don't believe that people in this little commune are especially high IQ. I'm sorry to say. I'm sorry to invoke IQ.
Studying in Arkansas, but I think that making judgments about people solely on the basis of high IQ is a serious mistake.
Michael Jordan is not a genius.
I don't know Michael Jordan. I've never assessed
Why Michael Jordan in particular? What?
him. I don't know that much about him. But you see, he's a good example of someone with adaptive intelligence. Mm-hmm. And in terms of adaptive intelligence, I mean, like, wow, he's done a great job.
Anyways, back to Eric and the fed up whites of the Arkansas wilderness.
Oh boy. We're back. We're back, everyone.
What do you think was modern white America's Treaty of Versailles moment?
I guess like the Civil Rights Act. You know, there's a big.
Wait, what?
What do you think was modern white America's Treaty of Versailles?
Holy shit. Really? What kind of a question is... They really knew what they were doing, the people from this Channel 5 crap.
Moment.
I guess like the Civil Rights Act. You know, there's a basis for equal rights under the law, and that was kind of the nominal intention of the civil rights movement, but it went way beyond that and has ended up restricting people's freedom.
One counter argument that I would make to that is that, you know, in the 1940s and 50s, World War II ends.
I wanna listen to that again.
And has
the Treaty of Versailles for the white people.
Of the Arkansas wilderness.
What do you think was modern white America's Treaty of Versailles moment?
I guess like the Civil Rights Act. You know,
black people not being discriminated against. That's the Treaty of Versailles.
There's a basis for...
I don't think this person knows anything about the Treaty of Versailles, to be honest. I have a book here about it. In the bag, in the other room. It's called 1919. It's a really good book and I recommend it.
Equal rights under the law, and that was kind of the nominal intention of the civil rights movement, but it went way beyond that and has ended up restricting...
Has it? Has it really?
People's freedom.
One counter argument that I would make to that is that, you know, in the 1940s and 50s, World War II ends, all the returning veterans come home. The GI Bill allows returning veterans to get low-cost mortgages on new homes. This is when Levittowns were being built and suburbs were being constructed at a very rapid rate. Cul-de-sacs were sprouting up, and the American dream was hatched. You know, white picket fence, nuclear family. Now, the Homeowners Loan Corporation, which basically decided who could live where, had racially restrictive covenants that said only white people can live in this area. Minorities can't live. They can only live in certain red-line zones. Civil Rights Act comes in '64 after redlining had already began. After deindustrialization made the urban cores of places like Philadelphia, Chicago, and Detroit barren, and there was a mass transfer of wealth into surrounding suburbia. So what do you think about the notion that by the time the Civil Rights Act was passed...
Oh no, I'm being forced to think. Don't force me to think. No, please stop. No.
Already had the short end of the
Leave me alone. Leave me to my Mein Kampf.
I would say that they were not at an advantage. Obviously, the expectation that the black community should have reached parity in a generation is crazy. Obviously, that would be impossible. It'd require massive top-down social engineering and redistribution of resources. Now, we have done that over the 20th century,
No.
but I think we overcorrected.
Well, for example,
Overcorrected? What does that mean?
like small business loans, right? Like there was something that they sort of blew the water off of like 6 months ago or something like that. And it's basically a fact that if you're not a white male, like you're getting like, I forget the exact numbers, so don't hold me to it, but like $90,000 more to start a small business just because you're a minority. You know, as a white male, you're putting so much more back into the system and we're getting less and less out. It's basically parasitic.
In limited cases, maybe when it's historically verifiable that this person was a slave on this plantation, that plantation, the wealth went to this person. You know, if it's all on the books, then I think that's fair. Actually, some cases of reparations of that kind have taken place. So I'm all for that. But there's a more general narrative that black people are where they are in society today because of continual systemic oppression and white supremacy. And I don't think that's true at all.
Do you think there's...
I mean, I don't care what you think. I care about the facts. Is it silly of me to care about the facts rather than what some dude who has Mein Kampf under his pillow thinks?
Any solution in America politically that could lead to a reduction in homicides in a place like Baltimore?
I think the options are remigration or death penalty.
Wait, how many... Hold on.
That RTT in a place like Baltimore.
I think
solution in America politically that could lead to a reduction in homicides in a place.
How many homicides do you have in Baltimore? Baltimore. Does Baltimore have a homicide problem? Question mark. AI. Let's see what the AI will say. While Baltimore historically struggled with some of the highest homicide rates in the United States, current 2025 data shows a record-breaking decline. Oh, well. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. In 2024, the city recorded 201 homicides, its lowest counted in over a decade. As of late 2025, that downward trend has accelerated to levels not seen in over 50 years. Oh. Well then, there you go. Listen. I knew that there was a downward trend. Do you know why? Do you know why? Because Maryland, okay, happens to be the best state in the United States, okay? So of course you're gonna have things improving, okay? Of course you're gonna have improvement upon improvement upon improvement because it's Maryland. And Maryland is just an amazing place, okay? Of course. I will not let some dumbasses from some Mein Kampf loving dumbasses from some weird ass enclave for white people slander the state of Maryland.
Place like Baltimore.
I think the options are remigration or death penalty.
It should be noted.
Holy shit, dude. Remigration or the death penalty? Oh, just stay in your commune, dude. Just stay in your little commune. God, just stay in your little commune.
RTTL's opposition to the Civil Rights Act is beyond an ideological one. And it's Martin Luther King Jr.'s ghost itself that could come back and f this place up. You see, the 1964 rulings included something called the Fair Housing Act, which was designed specifically to stop things like this from happening. Isn't the Fair Housing Act technically supposed to restrict this kind of thing?
Well, no, because there are exceptions for private associations, and we're not selling real estate. When people buy a share in the company that owns the land here, they're not getting a deed to land. they're getting the right to homestead in our community.
All the initial LLC members, they paid the real estate company directly through the escrow agent.
Unlike a residential development, which is owned by a real estate company that must follow fair housing guidelines, RTTL is an LLC, a limited liability corporation, technically operating on a commercial property that was once owned and zoned by a logging company. So the settlers there are actually partners in the company who must apply with the board to be shareholders.
So you basically buy stock in a company, and then that in turn gives you usage rights for the land.
Right, shares in a private company.
And company boards can refuse the sale of shares to whoever they want. They're not explicitly legally required to give a reason why. You see what they did?
I mean, obviously, European heritage is very important to us, and you'd be surprised, really, by the number of people that, despite knowing that, they'll get through the interview. I've asked them about their ethnic background, and then they mention, oh yeah, but I have a Colombian wife. It's like that kind of thing. It's
What?
very important to us.
Board to be shareholders.
So you basically buy stock in a company, and then that in turn gives you usage rights for the land.
Right, shares in a private company.
And company boards can refuse the sale of shares to whoever they want. They're not explicitly legally required to give a reason why. You see what they did?
I mean, obviously, European heritage is very important to us, and you'd be
European heritage, such an empty statement.
surprised, really, by the number of people that, despite knowing that, they'll get through the interview. I've asked them about their ethnic background, and then they
Ethnic background, holy shit.
mention, oh yeah, but I have a Colombian wife. It's like that kind of thing. It's kind of contrary to our values as an association.
What if
Yeah, our values as bigots and idiots.
the Colombian wife is like 100% Spanish blooded?
Well, then it's probably fine.
How much did that first share cost?
About 6K.
It's pretty low.
I think that was for about like 3% share in the LLC.
How much do you think it cost you overall to get to this current point?
Oh, not too much compared to like a normal house.
And how close do you feel like you are to true self-sufficiency where you wouldn't technically have to leave?
Pretty far away from that. It's a good goal. This is our
Of course.
first year really here, so let's just like adding one piece at a time.
You could build a small cabin or have a building delivered for 5 to 10,000. So that plus the cost of the share itself, you could really reasonably get started with about 50,000.
Is your goal ever to pave these roads, or do you kind of like the rugged Appalachian feel?
No, I mean, one day if we could pave all these roads, it would be awesome.
Yeah.
But Orania in South Africa, they have 3,000 people. They bought an already existing town, you know, and then developed from there. And even they still have dirt roads. So it's going to be quite a while before we get these paved.
It should come as no surprise at all that they chose Arkansas for this project. It's a red state with low government oversight and a bunch of its own problems. Plus, the settlement is ungodly far from any
It's a shithole. No wonder those people chose it. I'm sorry, that's mean.
population centers. It's hard to explain just how in the sticks this place truly is. The closest town is called Hardy, over 20 minutes away by car, and home to less than 1,000 people, only one of whom is black.
The locals didn't really have an issue with us. We've had good relations with most of our neighbors from the start.
There's a lot of people out here that I guess live and let live, you could say, which I appreciate that.
Still though,
Live and let live! You don't live by that principle. You're a bunch of racists. What the fuck? Your values don't allow for live and let live.
Despite the lack of local pushback, there is some concern that with this national news media attention, legal trouble could be imminent.
Potentially, the biggest hurdle is the legal hurdle. There's going to be a lot of legal challenges, I think, to go through with this sort of thing.
We've not been sued or fined yet, but we do expect that. People have made complaints to government departments. We've had requests for information from government departments. So I think investigations are happening, and we'll have to wait months to really find out.
Even with potential legal complications on the horizon, most people there feel like it's worth it.
Oh,
on the
boy.
settlement, there's a tinge of nihilism in the air. Most people feel like the country at large is doomed.
I don't think that there's like good political solutions for it now. I mean, that's why I'm here, right? I think actually like people being present and like putting in the labor, kind of like I'm doing, not to toot my own horn too much, but like every single day and living in a lifestyle that's more conductive to community.
The fuck? What the hell is happening?
Not to praise myself too much, but I'm the greatest.
It's probably going to be the way forward.
So do you see places like this, return to the land settlements, sprouting up across the country as a potential way to actually counter the demographic shift?
I don't think it will counter the demographic shift as a whole. I think it will provide safe places for my kids and grandkids to grow up valuing their culture, and that's what I'm going for. You know, that's my goal.
I think the solution looks something like what we're doing here. I think that's probably the best course of action.
I think the best we can hope for with politics is just to be left alone. I don't think realistically with the electoral maps we're looking at right now, there's ever going to be Uber-based gets elected. Nick Fuentes actually could probably do a pivot which I think he's already kind of doing, where he focuses less on the race question, more on Israel, and gets a broader coalition for electoral politics, so it's possible, but I don't think it's going to be like the next Führer or anything.
And right now there are several communities being organized. One of the things I've been up to lately is getting ready to go to all those sites where there are groups of people who want to do this and help them get organized, help them, decide who their board of managers will be for their companies that'll own their land.
Oh boy.
So, yeah.
I left the settlement confused and honestly a bit sad. I mean, I know there's been problems.
I'm leaving this video amused, to be honest.
Stuff, but it felt like shit was kind of all good not that long ago. The fact that people nowadays will go to such lengths to feel seen and heard is a symptom of a far greater social ill than meets the naked eye through this video. The American experiment is beginning to crack in new ways, and armies of the confused are shaping and writing the narrative. If I live a long and healthy life, I truly wonder how things will look when I'm 80 years old, and if I'll be equipped to explain to the youth of the future where and how we went wrong, or if we were ever right in the first place. I guess.
What a silly voiceover, okay?
Time will tell.
Channel 5 live worldwide, Hollywood and Vine.
Fuck the
Okay, enough. Ugh. That was great, wasn't it? That was entertainment. That was top tier. It's gonna be a top tier segment as well. It's gonna be great. I should debate somebody now. That's what I should be doing. Right? Should I challenge someone to a debate? Who's live that I could debate? No, Aiko is live. Oh my god, I could debate Aiko. Couldn't I? What should I debate Aiko on? Look at this elegant thumbnail. That says false advertisement. On the thumbnail, he's wearing this, but in the stream, he's wearing something completely different. We call this false advertisement, and I don't stand for it. All right. Now I'm going to do a poll, okay? Will you allow me to do this poll for you? Are you entertained? Yeah, but play a game. No, but play a game. Yeah, but do more politics. No, but do more politics. There you go. I've given you a very complicated poll with 4 answers. Suit bait, I know, right? If you would have worn that suit for the stream, then I would have watched, but as it stands, I don't think so. I'm being lied to actively. How's the poll coming along? Only one vote? Oh, I'm so disappointed. We've not lost electricity yet. What a calm night. What a beautiful night. Full of electricity. Oh, people are no, but play a game. Yeah, do more politics. No, but do more politics. 4 votes. Wait, people are not entertained? Come on. I cannot believe that more people than don't are not entertained. Oh man, that's not good. That's not good at all. Aww. Scary dog privilege. It's not a privilege, it's a curse, actually. Like, people are very unironically discriminatory against German Shepherds. I should do a whole rant about it, about the fact that whenever I go for a walk and there are other dogs, people just go off at me about how my dog is suspicious, how German Shepherds are unpredictable, you never know what they'll do, you can never tell. As they should. Shut up, you racist. Bigot. There's no place for bigots in my community. You're welcome. What can I say except you're welcome? We'll do more politics. Okay, let's time for politics then. Where's the thing that I wanted to? Oh, there's a manga about the war in Ukraine, which is cool. But I wanna... I know. I don't know what to do. It's okay, I'll work on it. I'll think about it after stream. I'll think about it later. All right, let's go. This is such a great stream. Have I mentioned how much I hate Victor Orban? Victor Orban is the biggest scumbag on the face of the earth. Let's not get into this yet. Let's talk about the fact that Victor Orban has created the most corrupt country in the entirety of the European Union, has created a system of bodies that just protect one another. For the sake of, I don't know, furthering their interest, holding to power. I am very special. And the recent developments with the whole loan from the European Union to Ukraine, which has a huge budget deficit, and it needs the money to be able to continue defending itself against Russia. There's been a whole idea about the European Union securing the frozen funds from Russia to give a loan to Ukraine, which would be secured by the entirety of the European Union. Each European Union country would contribute a sum as security guarantee for this loan. And in that way, Ukraine would be able to receive an amount of money that would alleviate its budgetary as well as military needs. About 140 billion, I believe. But Belgium is against it. Belgium is blocking it because of its concerns, legal concerns, as well as retaliatory concerns. Although Europe has been moving towards addressing those concerns, Belgium has not budged. Europe has invoked the article of the European Union that allows a majority vote consensus on matters, which angered Hungary because it deprives it from the veto possibility. They cannot veto the blockage of this loan. So Viktor Orban has been going on a whole tour saying that the European Union has been breaking the rule of law, is a dictatorship, which is a completely hysterical statement by Viktor Orban, who has been killing freedom of the press, who has just the most corrupt country in the European Union. The rule of law is a joke in Hungary, but that's neither here nor there. But the biggest problems in this case are not even Orban or the fact that Belgium is blocking the initiative. No, the actual problem is Donald Trump, as always. As always, the biggest problem in this whole thing is Donald Trump and his lobbying to each individual nation state within the European Union to block the initiative of the loan. There are about 4 countries right now that are against it, which are Italy, the Czech Republic, Slovakia, and Hungary. And this whole context brings me to the Orban Viktor tweet of today. And of course, this majority rule vote applies to the loan from the frozen assets. Okay? And if this does not work and the European Union is forced to seek alternatives for the loan, then those alternatives do require unanimity, in which case Hungary has already announced that it will block it. Which brings me to the topic of me hating Viktor Orban. A victory for the patriots, EU. The Brusselians backed down. Russian assets will not be on the table at tomorrow's EU CEO. The Commission now pushes joint loans, but we will not let our families foot the bill for Ukraine's war. Not on our watch. Because let me be honest, Viktor Orban, at this point in time, is just a Russian lapdog. He's just doing anything he can to render Ukraine's ability to defend itself impossible in order to push Ukraine into a completely unfair peace deal, which is interesting because the United States are pushing towards a peace deal which would allegedly allow Ukraine to join the European Union in 2027. But Hungary is blocking the accession process of Ukraine to the European Union. Slovakia has all but announced that it will block it. I have no clue what the Czech Republic's stance will be when it comes to Ukraine joining the European Union. So that's already a point in the peace plan that is simply, as it stands, impossible. Unless Trump would individually go to all these countries and say, hey, you will not veto anymore, and you will accept Ukraine into the European Union, which would probably not do well for Orban. Orban is kind of on his way out, by the way. He is really not doing well in the polls. It's 4 months to the election, and it seems that his party is going to lose against the opposition. So there's that. Viktor Orban is doing anything that he can to cling to power, and one of the instruments that he has at his disposal is to claim that the European Union and Ukraine are trying to drag Hungary into war, and he is the only person standing in the way of that. He is the only shield that protects Hungarians from the evil warmongering of the European Union as well as Ukraine. Mersheimer is dancing, doing his victory lap. Congrats to Orban, bravely blocking Russian asset seizure, while Putin keeps the tanks, missiles, and occupied land. Not on our watch, unless it's Russian aggression, war crimes, or corruption. Then suddenly it's nap time. Patriots, EU, tough on Brussels, soft as butter on the Kremlin. It's just pathetic. Viktor Orban is just... I despise that man. Shared values, shared laughs, shared battles. It's good to be back with the Patriots EU. There you go. Brussels is trying to push the Mercosur deal past the member states, ignoring their rights and decisions. This is a coup against the nations of Europe. It must be stopped. Will member states have the courage to stand up against the Brusselians? Time is short. Stakes are high. Because the rule of unanimity means that lapdogs of Russia can block all decisions within the European Union. Like we used to have this in the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. It was called the liberum veto. Basically the same thing, that any single noble within the parliament could just say, I disagree, and disperse the meeting, and no decision could be made. And the European Union is basically doing the same thing with its unanimity rule, that any state can just block whole initiatives through the veto. And any malicious outside country can influence countries such as Hungary to veto. So mistakes upon mistakes. Enough is enough. Europe was once competitive and thriving. It's time we steer it in the right direction. The current leadership has led us into chaos. It's time for real accountability and change, says the leader of the poorest country in the European Union, by the way. Yeah. Orban is really good at guiding and steering the Hungarian economy into poverty. Most corrupt and poorest country in the EU. I think when Poland and Hungary were entering the European Union, I believe that actually Hungary was ahead of Poland in GDP. There you go. We've seen this. There you go.
Magyarországon befagyasztott orosz vagyon ügyében az uniói
Hungary regarding the matter of frozen Russian assets
Magyarországon befagyasztott orosz vagyon ügyében az uniói
acted towards the European Union
irányába lojális
in accordance with the rules of loyal cooperation, whatever that means, loyal cooperation.
működés szabályai szerint járt el. Semmi nem
A loyal cooperation means I go to Vladimir Putin and say, hey, so is there going to be retaliation from Russia about the loan from the European Union to Ukraine? Hey, can you take into consideration that individual nation states within the European Union do not agree with this? And can you be lenient with us? Yes, that actually happened. What a bootlicker. I swear to God. That actually happened. He actually did go to Putin and did ask him, hey, can you take into consideration that we don't agree with this? There was no justification for Hungary now having to suffer a deprivation of rights. What a joke. No rights have been deprived, okay? The European Union has invoked the right to make a decision via a majority vote. So in reality, Hungary has not been deprived of any right.
indokolta, hogy most ezt a jogfosztást Magyarország elszenvedje. Ezt én úgy
I see this as the Union abandoning the principle of loyal cooperation, whatever the fuck that means.
tekintem, hogy az Unió fölmondta a Magyarországgal való lojális együttműködésnek az elvét.
With Hungary, in this specific case, namely in the matter of sanctions.
Ebben a konkrét ügyben, vagyis a szankciók ügyében. Ezentúl én sem.
From this point on, I do not consider the principle of loyal cooperation
Tartom Magyarország nézve kötelezőnek a lojális együttműködés elvét, ha más
to be binding on Hungary either, if the other party has renounced it,
fél azt fölmondta, mint ahogy látható.
as is clearly the
Ez
case.
jól mutatja.
Yeah, if Hungary cannot just veto all decisions, that means that I guess the European Union is a dictatorship now. So stupid.
Hogy messzeható következményei lehetnek.
A specific case can have far-reaching
Egy
consequences.
konkrét ügyben meghozott döntésnek. Akárcsak magyar
This applies to Hungary, and if we think this way,
esetében, de nyilván, ha mi így gondolkodunk, talán mások is
others may well start thinking the same way too.
gondolkodhatnak így. Magyarország
There you go. Hungary has been the loudest to whine and cry about not being to veto everything anymore. Europe is being reshaped before our eyes. Christian civilization pushed out, mass migration welcomed in, and demographic change treated as progress. We warned about this long ago. Now Washington sees the situations as we do. The facts are undeniable. Ignoring it is no longer an option. There you go. The United States leadership has finally become just as fascist as we are. Hooray! Hooray for us. We may together fearmonger about the great replacement. Christian values. Pathetic. But it is what it is. Orban, Fico, those people are just openly pro-Russian. They will do anything they can to block any sort of aid, any sort of financial support reaching Ukraine because they're basically cooperating with the United States at this point into pressuring Ukraine to agree to a abysmal, completely ridiculous peace deal, which is actually, as I said long ago, at this point, a surrender deal. I just abhor what is happening right now with Hungary and like the awkward squad. That is what this whole team is being called. Slovakia, Hungary, and now the Czech Republic. The awkward squad. But of course, Italy has also reared its ugly head to oppose the loan. Because of course it did. I cannot express how annoyed I am with this development. But what am I supposed to do? What can I do? Well, that's it. It's true. That's it, I guess. So I've planned to do a lot more today, but I've got some work to do still. We've been streaming for how long exactly? Four hours. Almost. That feels like a respectable time. I'm gonna do the rest of the topics tomorrow. All right. We'll see you. It's been fun. I'm gonna raid you into somebody who will surely return the favor. It's gonna be amazing and epic and cool once. Thank you. I'm gonna preparing for the relaunch of the channels as well. Yeah. Let me set up a raid. Riverboat Jack, it is. There you go. Go to Riverboat Jack and tell her to raid me from time to time. Thank you. Bye-bye.